welcome Yanni. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? How we doing?
Oh, it's so good. I never thought I could be on the cast with you again for such a crazy reasons. Are you ready?
I don't know.
You
I
ready?
think I might be ready. I'm gonna have to be ready because this is gonna be an awesome tournament. Orbital, tell the people what we got going on.
We got the clash of the League of Legends and Riftbound communities. We got the Riftbound ARAM Tournament. The rats are in the building. Please don't actually call the health inspector. Good God, please don't. But we are very excited for everyone to be here. You and I got an incredible opportunity to join on in with Q-Pop or Danny, as known on socials, to put on a tournament for Riftbounders that may not know too much about the League of Legends side. So we have, I believe, if I remember correctly, 20 awesome creators. That's a bad number. Nope, that's not it. I lost numbers. It's a lot. It's I believe 2, 4, 6, 8 teams.
8 times 5, 40.
40. I'm so lost. We have 40 amazing content creators within the Riftbound scene joining us here today for an ARAM Mayhem clash, essentially, to go ahead and see who the best Riftbounders are on a little bit of a different battlefield. Definitely not Aspirant's Climb and Arena's Greatest, unfortunately, but it is it's going to be a good one either way, Yanni.
Yeah, it'll be pretty good. I definitely think that these would be the Arena's greatest games, given the fact that we are playing ARAM Mayhem. Things can get really chaotic. You can have games end very quickly, but hey, you know what? Orbital, you never know. I've seen on Reddit the occasional, I had a 1-hour game because all of my tanks had dropkick, and then we'll be here for a little while. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how the players perform. I'm actually really interested to see who the best players are going to be coming out of this tournament because, I've been playing a couple of ARAMs with everybody throughout the week as they've been preparing for the tournament. And one thing I noticed is that we have a lot of players here from many different walks of League of Legends life. Players that have been playing League for a long time and are pretty okay at the game. Some people who are brand new to League of Legends coming through and learning how to play just because of this tournament, or haven't played very much to play a lot because of this tournament. It's actually really fun. I'm really excited for that. Get a lot of people together with some great personalities, make some friends, have a good time, and then have bragging rights at these in-person events. Like, come on, right?
You gotta love it. Now, of course, you love our faces. Obviously, Yanni is the most gorgeous human being in the world. Please go ahead, shine and look at him. I'm like average, but I got a voice. He and I both have a voice, obviously. But if you actually want to watch some of the action going on, these 8 amazing teams actually have streams going on. You saw a list go out recently on social media. Please go ahead and follow them. I'm going to run through every single player very quickly and see how badly I mess all of this up. On team first place, we have Lil American Punk, Loot Pixie, Meow Ma, Rookie T, and Soul. Noxus Hopefuls is Average Cappy, by the way, Blue, Nazarene, Shinya, and Asteri. We have You Can't Milk Those, which is Rianne, as well as Legendary, Grenton, Glitch Goober, by the way, amazing name, and Twonky. Everyone knows Glitch Goober. I'm so sorry. Gin and Tonic, Argon, Grace's Thing, Kachow Factor, Nexus Knight, Nith, and Scuffy. On Best of Friends.
Let me give you a break.
Okay, yeah, take the rest. Take the rest. You got this.
Team Best of Friends, we have a Bunny Monster, Ash on the Rift, Knack, TCG, T-Mac, and Tron is bad. Over on the Star Guardian Pours, we have Big Boy Rips, TCG, Jade Valkyrie, Chai, TCG, V, and Wiz Felicia. Team Gulp is Chrono VT, Mike Cardfellow, Rosa Riftbound, Talkin, and Blackjack. And then finally, Team Hidden Discipline, it's Gabe TGYK, Luetta, the progenitor of this tournament, Pokemon 661, Centried, and Nevermind, rounding out these rosters, Orbital.
I love it. I love it. And we're diving right on into our first match as well. We have the ever so amazing You Can't Milk Those in Team Gold. By the way, You Can't Milk Those is probably the funniest name I've seen so far, and I can't wait for an Alistair legend and champion to come on out. We got Rianne plays Riftbound. We got Legendary, Grenton, and all. We got Team Gold, Chrono. You heard all the names already, but honestly, like that. I didn't know that's their logo, by the way.
I've seen some really fun logos for these teams. Some of them custom, some of them not as much. That's a damn good one for not being the custom one, honestly. I'm pretty chuffed.
Yeah, how do I... All right, guys, sorry. I'm also doing some admin, but Yanni, I'm so excited because we do have a treat. We're going to be diving in. I believe they're going to be selecting champions very shortly, but the fun of it is bringing all these content creators together, but they still have to play League. And there are some amazing treats on the line, which I will not get into, sponsored by Merc as well as TCG player. Yanni, we got to talk about what we're going to see here today. Now, when it comes to new or experienced players on Howling Abyss, I feel like Howling Abyss always has the final say, right? When it comes to ARAM Mayhem, like Howling Abyss always has the final say and what goes down and what goes crazy. What are some of the crazy? You mentioned Dropkick. There's like 100 other flavors out there. Yeah,
like the pressure cooker as well. But then you've got like Overload Rise, and what's the one where you lose your ultimate ability? I can't remember the name of the actual augment. Yeah, Back to Basics. Like Back to Basics Rise is insane with Overload. Like I had a game where I got that with Warlock Juice Box. I was literally unkillable. I was just running people over. So I'm very interested to see what we're gonna see out of some of these team comps. I wonder if players are just going to be like, hey, these are champions I really like to play, I'm going to go pick them up. Or if we're going to try to see teams craft some team comps. You know, I don't know if you've played ARAM Clash. I've played some ARAM Clash. I'm not really the biggest fan of it because I feel like you don't get like the traditional ARAM experience, because teams will tend to go and build some comps together rather than like playable or playing exactly what they want to play, or their best champions. So then you kind of get into this weird meta where things get a little bit tough. But right now, there is like no spectator delay on ARAM Mayhems, which is like super awesome. So like we are already like getting ready to load in. Orbital, I have a really important question for you. Have you ever casted an ARAM, let alone an ARAM Mayhem?
Actually, I have. That is a question I have been asked, and I have, which is awesome. But this is your first time, right?
Yeah, but I casted the LPL over China, which is, you know, close enough to an ARAM. Chaotic some of these games can get.
Oh God, you're so right, and I'm excited. We're coming on to the bridge, or a different bridge, as we've got the Bilgewater Bay on our hands. One of 3 amazing maps we'll see here today. Let's go ahead, dive on in. That's a black screen, baby. There we go. We got the game. Let's get into it. You can't milk those versus Gulp.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. You can't milk those with their squad of Wukong, Morgana, Kennen, Thresh, my favorite champion, and Cho'Gath. Over on the other side, we've got Lucian, Hui, Pantheon, Tom Kench, and Renekton. A couple of things immediately stick out to me. First of all, Hui, really strong in this game mode. Pantheon, not going to get as much use out of his ultimate for this game mode. But on the other side, you can't milk those, has 3 excellent team fight ultimates, a great utility pick in Thresh, and a big meatball in that Cho'Gath. And I already like where this is going, because we are going right after this Renekton. Melee champions have such a hard time in this game mode.
Oh, they do, but if they get the tanky side like Rosa has, I mean, you were talking about Dropkick, we're talking about Heartsteel stacks, we're talking about everything under the sun of stacking. If Rosa got a great start, which I think they might have, looks like they got gold augments, so maybe not the best in the world. It is impassable, maybe not one of the stackers, but Legendary getting a little bit low. That's a dangerous spot. Another hook lands from Hot Fur. Maybe it's going to be enough, but that's going to be the CC immunity break, which does happen, by the way, if you don't watch ARAM Mayhem or play. That once you've been CC'd, I think it's for, I want to say 5 or 8 seconds, you automatically get about 3 seconds of CC immunity.
I mean, listen, if you don't play ARAM Mayhem, what are you doing? What's going on?
You're playing Riftbound, but that's beside the point.
Well, yeah, I mean, that just means you're not really a League of Legends player, which is okay.
Oh,
go down. A fight about to start. How much damage can we actually get down? It's first blood going over to Chrono. Mike has to get out of there. We see a ghost pop to the Renekton, but an immediate bind and a knockup means there's nothing that Blackjack can actually do.
Really nice 2 kills early, and I will say for the side of Team Gulp, they have a pretty solid composition. And you were mentioning that Pantheon a little bit short range in there, but it is able to body block with some of the shielding. Not only that, you look on the side of, you can't milk those, their composition, they don't really have like an ADC. I know a lot of people, to win you need an ADC, but you don't have one yet, so it takes a little bit of time unless you're going for just the hard wallops on the back of the head with Legendary and Rianne. So that I'm going to be watching for, but right now they're waiting for the level 6. They're waiting for the big boom moment, I guess, on that side.
All right, gonna have that Taric ultimate on top of the Thresh come down. Not going to do a whole lot for the moment. As this is, you kind of get into some lull states here when there's only a couple of members who have died. Nobody's really been able to go back and buy items yet. You don't really see any discernible differences. I mean, like, we've got Rianne, who has a Kindle gem right now, is the big pickup item. There's a hook. It's eaten by the Tom Kench. Really nice play by this Tom Kench, as Mike is still getting lower, kind of standing on that tormented soil a little bit. And right now, so far, Team Gulp holding on to a lead, but again, we're really not going to see anything crazy until these teams hit level 6. Specifically, you can't milk those.
Yeah, I mean, we're still waiting and giving a little bit of time. Hopfer, by the way, just taking a little bit of their time and holding on for dear life with those binding. What a binding through the ropes, catching Max. That is nasty.
Oh, Grenton, the snipes coming down from this Morgana. He's got the skilled sniper too. You can tell he really has been working on this. Hook goes down on the Tomcat. There is a combo break, but Mike is the one who goes down, and the Renekton gonna get chopped down too. Flash away from the catch, but there's that Cyclone. We were talking about these team fight ultimates, and they are certainly going to work. Another hook coming down as Rian plays Riftbound, plays League of Legends 2. Culling on the backside, gonna close out a double kill for Mac.
I'm also fairly certain. Oh, go Mike, dive that boy. Can you get anyone? I don't think you got it.
This is why I said Pantheon Ultimate's not good in this game mode, Mike. This
that feels so bad.
Basic stat.
Back to basics. I will say, by the way, I'm pretty sure Max is a fresh player. Again, a lot of these players join on in. Oh boy, I can't even talk. Blackjack diving on in, trying to slash through him.
Oh, Legendary with the trickery, but Twonky slow, and down goes Grace too. Oh my goodness, another kills. They're starting to pick people off right now. Team Gulp making you can't milk those go glump out of there. Rian not going to be able to save herself or her ally. That is an ace orbital, and now they're going to start knocking down some structures.
Brutal, and I love that dive combination. It comes down to Blackjack just ripping it basically, and poor Grace is going to try their best, but there is a slicing maelstrom. Twonky's going to get some damage, but you don't really have the items just yet. You only have the malignance, so it does some damage on enough. Mike Guardfellow will throw down their life for the finale, but is able to skitter away. What a run. Yes, that Pantheon can't do much with the ultimate, but as he said, if you're able to get back to basics or some of these speed augments, you can do a lot of work in there.
This is going to be a little bit tough. We'll see how this ends up going. Again, you know, you're going to need a little bit of items to kind of make this playable. It does have that Sundered Sky, right? So if you are able to get into melee range and who's really low HP right now, should be able to heal up just a little bit. Rian is going to drop that Taric ultimate down, but I see the team is not really engaging off of that. Grenton like throws a binding out there, but there's nothing more. They're waiting for some of these ultimates to come up. You know, maybe the snowball for Grenton to get in there and land that Soul Shackles.
Ooh. I love the vital points as well. Whoever picked that up on the side, you can't milk those is always nice. That's a burn and a half. Oh. The card fellow, the card sharp is gone. You are melted by Grenton, who so far has been nasty with it, but the claws from the painter doing some damage as well. The Culling to come out to drop some damage and clear the wave, but another binding will land on the back end. In comes the Severing Bolt, not going to land, but the star makes that. You're going to use that time to dive on in. Is it going to be enough? Shell shocked is the only word, as you can't milk those. Milks the crap out of Team Gulp, as Team Gulp will lose too.
That's my goat Twonky doing a lot of damage, but my goat is dead. And here comes Mike saying, I heard you talking crap about my Pantheon. Immediately dropping down a triple kill. And he's looking for a little bit more. The knockup is there. There's a little bit of help coming through, but it is really hard to try to chop down that Cho'Gath. Mike
Guardfellow cosplaying as Jinx with that Get Excited augment. Rosa trying to run away, but Legendary is able to chase, and this Wukong is going to be a pain in the backside. Mike Guardfellow trying to shut it down, but it's a man versus a myth, and I think the man will lose their life. Legendary able to survive by the skin of their teeth.
Listen, they said legendary stories of Sun Wukong, and they're saying legendary stories of Legendary. I mean, staying alive on just nary a sliver. The problem is they have Trinity Force, not Sundered Sky. I don't know where all this healing is going to come from, because Orbital, these health relics, they got some long cooldowns, and at this point in the game, you're not going to be able to pick them up without a fight.
Yeah, well, listen, it might help if you have something called En Passant, apparently. Legendary picking up a little bit of chess terminology in there with a little bit of healing if you hit those vitals. Which
yeah, that was the vitals. Very nice.
Yeah. if they can, though. Again, it's only one vital. You're 100% correct. You got it. No way, Legendary. Legendary does it. Gets a kill before they fall. But now Rosa dies on in. In goes the spiral in the snare, but it completely misses. Chrono isn't able to hit that one. Rosa looking to bully the rest of them out as Blackjack says I only flopped to 20. Twonky says I might have hit 21. What a hook on Red Afro. And Blackjack has to sprint away as You Can't Milk Those is on the chase.
Really good start so far for both of these teams, but a little bit of a turnaround because there's a lot of low HP bars not coming through with the tension, and we're going all the way in. It's a double kill for this Way, firing away from downtown. Mike once again going deep and proving that casters truly know absolutely nothing about League of Legends because he's actually putting in so much work right now. Legendary gets spat out but is stuck in a 2v1. Is going to have to use that Trickster to get away. I want to do a quick augment check real quick, and the person I'm looking out for is Grace. Grace right now, I'm super worried about what they can pick up soon. They have Tank Engine and they have Steal Your Heart. If they get a drop kick, you have one of the best combos with Steal Your Heart drop kick and a champion that is very difficult to take down.
That is so true. It's basic, and also if for some reason it goes long, we do have a Tom Kench on the other side as well. If you get, remember, dropkick actually executes, it scales with HP. You get to the point where I saw someone 100% dropkick, by the way. 100% on that is terrifying. So I do agree that buildup can be so big. For Rosa, the main tank on the other side, I don't think you have that much. Yeah,
Rosa
Mountain
also
Salt and Steal Your Heart. So it's a little bit. It's a little bit in there. Not a lot, though.
Big shout out to Mike as well on this Pantheon. We've sung his praises, but he's got Earthwake. So as long as he is just getting to the backline, he's doing so much damage with that Grand Skyfall.
Did you say for him to grab back to basics? What are you
back to basics would have been great, but like, this is also good. Like this is Earthwake is certainly fine. It doesn't. I don't think it makes your ultimate a little bit better, right? But I don't think it does exactly what you're looking for.
It's like 10% better. It's like 10% at max.
Yeah, it makes it like a useful ability. Ran with that Divine Intervention going down, but again, we don't really see a turnaround, a hook coming through onto the Kench. But he's going to get CC locked in just a moment. That gray health is going to be healing him up a little bit, just to about half HP. So, Mike taking a lot of damage themselves, but I am a little bit surprised that You Can't Milk Those did not pull the trigger when they had the opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's also hard to time. I will say Divine Intervention is one of those double-edged swords. It can make you think that you have a huge opportunity, and at the same time, you don't. You have to time it even before it starts dropping. That way you get it maybe in the middle of a team fight or at the start of a team fight. If you go in at the time it comes down, you actually don't get that much value out of it. But Blackjack trying to dive forward, maybe bait out some fights once more as everyone's taking a little bit of a posture about 11 minutes in, and we're just kind of drawing those battle lines.
Orbital, the thing that I've noticed is whenever this Divine Intervention comes down, they step back to group up. When they can walk forward as a group, and they'll get a little bit closer to their opponents, to Team Big Gulp. So we're already seeing a bit of an engage here. The turnaround, Big Cyclone knocks up 2, but that Spiraling Despair is going to be marked onto Grace. We take them a little bit lower, and right now, Team Gulp, they have the health bar advantages. You do have a health relic up, another Divine Intervention going down, but again, a scenario where it's being used defensively. A hook does not land, and that's just going to allow Chrono to hit from downtown. We talked about it earlier, how this Way is going to create a lot of problems sitting back there and rifling away, but we're going to go fight. This Culling is ripping You Can't Milk Those apart. It's a quadra kill for Mac.
Brutal annihilation, and you can watch the replay here. Nuke won by Chrono, and then just an all-out call. Watch as Blackjack walks on forward, gets hooked, and through the back, Culling, tagging everyone at the end. The lava plume as well that came out of Chrono was just icing on the cake. And for Team Gulp, they're making this an arena's greatest game because they're on 0.6 already.
It is getting very, very difficult for You Can't Milk Those to try to fight back, but they have these great team fight ultimates that we've been talking about, Orbital. They just need to actually put them all together. We haven't seen Grenton get into the middle of the team. Now, I know that Grenton does have Wooglet's Witch Cap as an available augment, obviously having to go to the double burn first, starting to work on that Zonia, so I want to see Grenton get in there a little bit more into the thick things. You know, I want to see the Seeker's Arm Guard used before he's got to go back and pick up a Zonia's, and then we got to get that Rabadon's in for that full Wooglets, because the increased AP that you get 50% off Wooglets as opposed to just 30% on Rabadons. If they can hold out, Grenton's going to be an issue.
Grenton is going to be a full-on menace at the end of the day.
Go!
And if they can get the Divine Intervention down as well,
what are we doing? Go!
Yanni, call out from the void. I know we got no spec delay, but I don't know if our mics are linked in with theirs. We do want to see him dive in, though. I do agree, but
Grenton at this point, because of how low he is, has to get in that Divine Intervention and then immediately snowball in, and then Zonia, Seeker's Arm Guard, because then he won't die in transit and he'll be able to get the Soul Shackles on a couple of members.
And it's true. That's the play, but do they have it? Is the line red here? Chrono having the Mega Shield coming in from that Soul. I believe it should be a Mana Shield as well, but that's a dive in. Mark Cardfell diving on in to that Divine Intervention and saying it ain't gonna be enough for everyone. I love this pressure that Team Gulp are laying down right now.
They need not be afraid, Orbital. They have the Divine Intervention. Please use it.
We are begging.
Go at this point. They really
We are begging right now. That's a binding, though. You caught one. Good body block coming in from Mike Hartfeld, but it's double knockup on the back end. Rianne trying to start up a play, and they will dive on in. Nice double knockup, but Chrono turns time in Team Gulp's favor, and will swing with the power of the Suns. Another dive coming in from Blackjack to start it up. Legendary is taken low. Earthwake to shatter the souls as Grace will slowly fall as well. Team Gulp wrap it up in style with an ace at 14.5. And Yanni, Team Gulp will be our first victors here in the Rats tournament.
What a game out of Team Gulp. We had our Lucian go 14, 3, and 6. Only had 2 completed items, Orbital. He was styling on them that hard. Mike, again, getting the dirty work done on this Pantheon. We talked about how the melee bruisers have a little bit of difficulty in this game mode. The Pantheon, the Renekton. If you ask me, I think the better comp was over on You Can't Milk Those. But I think the performance by Mike, Blackjack doing the dirty work, and then Chrono and this Lucian just having the damage and saying, we have a front line, please, front line, we will take care of the rest. And it paid off in spades.
It was glorious, and big shout out to You Can't Milk Those. That is a very tough composition. I think we saw some of the champions they also had. It was pretty much all dive. I don't think they had a lot of valuable ADCs to be able to work with, or maybe they didn't feel comfortable, but they tried their best. And again, like you said, that Divine Intervention, you kind of got to go for it. I always do feel it's a double-edged sword, or it's just bait at that point. So you know what, you can keep calling out for it, because I think this is not the first time we're going to see it. I'm sure there are going to be more people taking Divine Intervention and hoping to have their best. So I mean, it's a treat. I'm very, very excited to see what else goes down. Yanni, in your opinion, who was the MVP of that match? Let's ask you that one.
Well, this is really tough, because I think that Chrono put in a lot of good work, and I don't want to just be like, oh, well, you go take a look at the stat lines and it is what it is. But I mean, those last couple of fights where Max or at Afro, I'm sorry, I can't remember actually who you are, because your league name is not your name on the sheet. So sorry about that. Was dripping these fights at the end, that quadra kill too. I mean, this is a Lucian that had all of your gear in your deck equipped to him. Ooh. That is dashing in and is like trying to conquer with 25 might. Like this is exactly what you want to see when you pick Lucian in ARAM Mayhem. A game like this where you're able to not be as disrupted, even though you're a short range champion into some of these team fight ultimates. I have to say, because of the navigation of this game, I have to give it over to them.
All right, well, there you go. We are going to get an interview, though, for a little bit of fun, as we are going to draw in, I believe, Mike Cardfellow to join us here on the desk, at least for a little bit. Let me do the thing that, you know, I actually should do, which is, wait, nope, it's not going to work. It is way too many people, I think, and I'm trying my best. I'm gonna do this and then this and then I got it. Here we go. Hold on. 1, 2, and 3. Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Mike,
hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How's everyone here doing?
Dude, great, man. Congratulations on your team's win. I'm gonna immediately jump into the questions. What made you want to pick Pantheon? Because I think the champion is so difficult to operate in ARAM Mayhem. I don't know if you heard the stream, but I was like, oh man, this is a tough pick. He's gonna need like, oh god, I can't remember the augment, or back to basics or something like that. Earthquake ended up doing the job, so you picked up a good augment there. How difficult was it to navigate this with all these team fight ultimates that you're gonna get just attacked by when you try to go in?
You're super correct. I even said out loud to my team, okay, I didn't get any of the champions I super want to play. Can I play Kench? And then Rosa said, the only champion I know how to play is Kench. So I said, okay. Then is it okay if I play my literal favorite champion in the entire game, even though he's terrible in ARAM? I love Panth. He's my goat. He's the character I have the most mastery on. So like for me, nice. I'm like I at least know how his kit works. I definitely inted to try to get the Quadra ult, but Get Excited did a lot. I was really surprised how good Get Excited felt on Panth.
That is awesome. And before I turn it over to Orbital, ask a question, Mike, I want you to think right now of what you would have Pantheon do in Riftbound, because that's the very last thing we're going to ask you.
Oh, I've literally talked about this with Diana.
You probably have, yeah. So, but just in case, I want you to ruminate on it a little bit. If there's any last minute tweaks you got to make, Orbital, what do you have to say to our man Mike Cardfellow, who is such an integral engine piece, one of the cogs in the machine of this win?
How's it feel to prove Yanni wrong, that you don't need back to basics?
Right, like I honestly,
I prove it.
It felt good. It felt. The greatest moment was Grenton smiley facing at me when I tried the ult for the Quadra that whiffed, and then immediately on my first comeback, he flashed away from me, walking slightly in his direction. He's like, "No, I'm out." No, honestly, like I understand that he is terrible in this mode, but I just love him so much.
That's fair.
I love Panth. I think I've played him since he was the second character I ever bought as a kid in League.
Oh, that's awesome.
I started League the week that Xin Hao came out and that they revealed Vladimir.
Oh my gosh.
So I remember I went home from I went home from elementary school to pick up a Riot Games card from Walmart with my mom to buy Pantheon and Vladimir, and ever since I played Pantheon.
When I started playing League, man, that's crazy.
I'm 31, so it's been a while for me.
You're 31. I'm 31. How does this work?
I don't know. Maybe it was high school. I feel like it was elementary school. I thought it was like grade 8.
How long ago was Xin Hao release?
Xin Hao was like season 1 still? Season 1 or 2?
2010. Okay, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense. Definitely before I started playing. So that's like 2 years before I started. Damn. Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, no, like I love Pantheon. I miss his the old days of point and click queue, but we get that back in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
I get to go hop in my time machine.
Classic. And, a lot of problems for people.
The Spider-Man meme of like, Harry, you don't have to sell me on it. I'm already gonna do it. Like, I already said yes. That's me whenever people are like, you guys want League Classic, but then you remember Pantheon Q is point and click, and I'm like, yeah it's great.
For all the people who play against them, it's not. For all the people who play him, it's great. Dude, I get to have point and click Vagar Q. Like, hell yeah, bro.
Real.
I know now.
I forgot about point and click Vagar Q.
Instant Cage.
It's so good.
Instant Cage.
True.
I'm so excited.
Dude, I honestly, I hope that if we do more, like, obviously I think we are going to do more of these, but I hope if we do more in the future that we do at least one of them in classic ARAM-ish, or ARAM classic-ish. I think that'll be a lot of fun. As far as if with Pantheon comes to Riftbound, I honestly, what I would want is I would want his at least his signature spell I would know for sure, but I would want it to be Grand Starfall.
Okay.
And I would want it to look 5 deep for a minion, and then like Volibear signature spell it onto a battlefield.
I like that.
I would want it to be like, or alternatively, I would want it to be like it makes a token of the flag, and on my next turn, I look 5 deep and play a unit to a battlefield, and it does its might to all units there.
Okay, that's an interesting one that it doesn't that it would do it at the turn after. Okay, what color is it going to be? I assume red.
I assume red yellow probably makes the most sense for him.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I would like him to have some
like an Aegis Assault like signature spell to like kind of defend out of like maybe, you know, or like just a spell in general for like the order decks. That sounds kind of interesting.
That could be cool. I always think of his like the shield block is like so iconic as like his passive, so it's like,
yeah,
to me I always think about that as the legend ability, kind of like a set. Like you can spend a buff when a unit would be dealt lethal damage to instead have it not be.
That's a good idea. I like that. That's just, you know, we're just getting to like set passive and stuff like that, but
well, so the difference though is that like, Pantheon can't stop, just like kill it.
Okay, yeah.
It would only be damage because he blocks the damage, right?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It's pretty good.
That would be my idea.
Like, given the fact that you have, you know, won the first round of this tournament, how are you feeling about your team? How are you feeling about your chances to win the entire thing?
Well, I like to be positive. I think I hope we win. I think that'd be cool and hype. I'm just excited we didn't lose round 1. And I'm glad that I couldn't be like a huge burden to my team despite picking Pantheon. I will say I'm pretty hit or miss. I'm pretty pendulum-y in ARAM.
Yeah, when you know the champion that you're playing, it's okay if it's not the greatest champion in ARAM, right? You kind of just get to deal with it, and it kind of stinks, but you have to just make the best of it in some scenarios. And you know, you were certainly not a detriment to your team there. You were definitely a big positive. So what's your biggest takeaway from the victory that you had? How much crap are you going to talk the next time you see one of these people at a Riftbound event in person?
I didn't even think about that. That's actually fair.
I think Talkin is gonna definitely get to talk a lot of smack on Grenton because Grenton was yapping in the chat even before, and then like when we were in just like the pre-chat, like everyone was hanging out, he's like, I need to beat Talkin, I need to embarrass that guy. And I'm glad that Talkin got to get a quadra in that game and smoke them a bit. So
it's a good Lucian game. Listen, when you only have 2 items and you're doing that sort of thing, it's crazy, especially like when you don't even have Flicker Blade, you know, yet. I think you only finished the game with 2 completed items. Not having Flicker Blade and ARAM Mayhem is like really difficult to deal with, and I navigated it so well. I was really, really impressed with that Lucian play. One of my favorite champions. Listen, I was just happy I got to see Lucian and Thresh in the same game. So it was always a good time.
That's true, and canonically, Thresh took the L.
True, Thresh did take the L canonically.
I think honestly, I think Chrono did nuts. I don't know if you guys check like the numbers or anything. Chrono had like 50k damage dealt in a game where everyone else had like 10k.
It's why.
Listen, that character, I love him to death in Riftbound. In Riftbound, that's my homie. His text box makes a lot of sense. In this game, I don't even look at him. He's got too many buttons.
And then in this particular game, only had 1 line of text. Give me 3 might, give me 3 might, give me 3 might, give me 3 might. Because of that was coming down.
Like real. Like actually, though.
I'm not shocked at all. Like, we don't need to draw any cards or anything like that. You know, we need to just...
He got really good augments too. He got phenomenal evil big brain. Like he was immortal.
Those are pretty solid. Especially phenomenal evil being an augment. Some champions get to take advantage of it, some don't. Wei is definitely one of the ones that does.
Oh, I think we're building the lobby for the next game.
I think we have our next matchups as well, which is going to be you guys going up against Hidden Discipline, I believe. So are you excited for that matchup?
I mean, let's run it. Let's hope we... Honestly, if I can choose one thing to happen today, I want Mordekaiser in my champ pool every game.
I have an important question before you go. How are you going to deal with the Hidden Discipline?
With the Hidden Discipline?
Yeah. Their team Hidden Discipline. How are you going to deal with it?
Oh, it's their team name. I guess I'm going to go at it the same way I go at most ARAM games. I'm going to hope that my luck stat is better and my augments are great.
Brother isn't even calling a judge. When in doubt, call a judge. Mike, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it. We're going to let you go back with your team as you prepare for your next round.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Yanni, that interview, you are, I will say this, number one, you're an immaculate interviewer. Number two, I'm sorry I threw the jab, but come on, man. Mike Cardfellow was amazing, charismatic, fun to chat to.
Praises the entire game. I was like, man, this seems like it's going to be pretty tough. And I'm like, man, he's putting in a lot of work. Like, come on. Like, what? You mean to tell me that I see a champion? It's like if I saw somebody pick LeBlanc, because LeBlanc is one of my favorite champions, but she is hot dog water in ARAM. If I saw somebody pick LeBlanc, the first thing I'm going to say is, I don't know, Orbital. LeBlanc's got the 4th lowest win rate in ARAM. She's got a 43% win rate. I don't think this is the pick. And you mean to tell me that even if the LeBlanc wins, my statement's not factual?
Okay, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's fair. I choose Ashe in Arena. Terrible idea, by the way. Ashe is horrendous in that game mode.
That's why I don't play Arena. My champions are bad in that game mode.
Awesome time though. Awesome to hear. But we did get a taste of what is to come very shortly. As you mentioned, seeing things like Divine Intervention, like some of those Catalyst plays, and also a little bit of the newly added champion specific abilities, I should say. Obviously these were a very hot button topic when it came to ARAM Mayhem. There were some adjustments being made between all of them where, hey, you know, some of them obviously sucked, some of them were good. They took them back, reworked them, dropped in some hot ones. We saw the Wukong actually hold on to some of them. Do you think these will also play a large part in the upcoming matches, getting these champion specific augments?
Oh, 100%. Like, no doubt about it. Again, we didn't see any drop kicks in that game or anything like that with, you know, a Tom Kench and a Cho'Gath. We play a lot of ARAM Mayhem. I've been in games where our team has said, oh, they got drop kick, steal your heart. Let's just go next. Because you're just not going to have a fun time. It's going to be impossible to beat. So that's my biggest worry, is that somebody's going to roll it and then we're going to see people getting rolled and it's going to be a bad time. That's the big one that I'm looking out for.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm just making sure that we get everything set to go. So next up, I believe we're going to be having Star Guardian Poros versus Best of Friends, which we can take a look at some of their players, which, by the way, those are two fantastic names. By the way, very, very cute. I love the idea. Okay, I guess I get to ask now because it's funny. We have so many Poros also in Riftbound. What 5 Poros would be in the Star Guardian side?
Well, what 5 Poros would be on the Star?
Yeah.
First thing I have to do is actually
double check how many we have.
See all the Poros that we have.
Yeah, we have a lot now. I think we have like 10 or 11.
So Pouty Poro definitely needs to be a Star Guardian. 100%.
Okay.
I think that Daring Poro also needs to be a Star Guardian.
Okay.
I think that Sinister Poro needs to be a Star Guardian.
Why Sinister? Sinister seems interesting.
Have you seen the art on Sinister Poro? It's hella cute.
Okay. He's just a little guy, like kind of sitting on. Oh, are you talking about the overnumber or? No, he wasn't overnumber.
Sinister Poro doesn't have an overnumber.
No, he wasn't.
Just the one where he's sticking his tongue out. He's like, blah, you know. Then definitely need Loyal Poro, just because it just makes sense with the name. And then I'm gonna have a cool call out, Ultra Soft Poro, as like a callback to like Star Guardian Urgot. Like Ultra Soft Poro is much cuter than Urgot, but much like myself, rather rotund. So whenever you ever get a big beefcake as a Star Guardian, I think that it's pretty fun.
All right, you know what? I can agree with that one. I believe we're diving on into the match, though. I believe everyone is set to go. So there we have our Poros, our fluffy boys, Yanni. This has been This has been very, very fun so far. If you are not entertained, though, please try and be entertained. And remember, if you are tuning in, big shout out, of course, I do need to do this probably after every match and at the beginning. Big shout out to Danny or Q-Pop for even putting this on. Basically, this was on a whim by her. She's awesome for making this happen. But if you also want to go and see the other streams going on, everyone's posted on socials. If you look on socials and see who who shouted out the Rats tournament, that's a funny name. But if you go look who shouted out the Rats tournament, go watch the streams as well. Go say hi. Please give all of these Riftbounders also a lot of love. Finally,
another shout out to Mercs and TCG Player for sponsoring the event. Mercs is obviously a Riftbound team, has a lot of really cool merch. TCG Player, if you're here, you've probably used TCG Player at some point. I've been using TCG Player since like 2013, man. I mean, like, it is a very good service, a fantastic service with good customer service. So. Yeah, always got to give them the shout out. Take a look at the rosters real quick. Team Star Guardian Pros is Big Boy Rips TCG, Jade Valkyrie, Chai TCG, V, and Wiz Felicia. Over on the other side for Best of Friends, a team that I'm pulling for. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw their logo. Best of Friendo! Bunny Monster, Ash on the Rift, Knack TCG, T-Mac, and Tron is bad. Now, why am I pulling for Team Best of Friendos? First of all, Tron is bad, coming from Magic. Seen a lot of his content. Being a Magic the Gathering player, myself a competitive Magic player before Riftbound came out, and a Bunny Monster, got a chance to play against her this is Atlanta? I think it was Atlanta. It was either Atlanta or Vancouver. No, it was Vancouver. Got a chance to play against her in Vancouver. Was a really, really fun match. So shout out there.
All right, well, listen, I'll pull for the Star Guardians, not only because we literally gave each of them a Star Guardian Aporo to have fun with, but namely Merc. Big Boy Rips over there representing the Merc line right there. Gotta give love there. Also to Valkyrie, as well as Shy and V. But for Wiz Felicia, a good friend of mine that joined on in, also goes to a lot of these events and has been an active player since Riftbound came out. I'm excited to see what can throw down. So Yanni, you got Best of Friendos. I got the Star Guardian Poros. We'll put our reputations on the line. I'll probably lose mine because I'm looking at this lineup and I'm not too thrilled about what Star Guardian Poros currently have. They got the AoE. I'm not sure if they can execute.
Okay, so V already has Steal Your Heart. We have an upgraded Never Move out of Big Boy Rips. Chai has Pursuit of Haste on Tangle Barbs. That's a pretty good one. Let's see. Knack has Tank Engine. A Bunny Monster. What does a Bunny Monster have? We have Phenomenal Evil for a Bunny Monster. That's going to be...
No, that's so brutal.
Steal Your Heart Mundo. Ethereal Weapon Jace. And Critical Missile over on this Yunara. So... it's time to go as we're already fighting early.
I'm not gonna lie. I've played Cassiopeia a little bit in ARAM Mayhem. One of the slowest to get off the starting line, but if you can get Phenomenal Evil, that is brutal. It procs on every E. You are getting an AP pretty much a second, and then of course Shisu is huge as well. But Kane right now is in trouble as that's First Blood. V rips him up. Number one, First Blood over to the side of SGP.
I'm trying to figure out who that is. That's either Ash on the Rift or T-Mac, right? That's what I'm thinking here.
T-Mac, I think it's Tron is bad, right? No,
Tron is bad.
Nope, I'm an idiot.
Tron is bad.
Yeah. You know, the merc gave it away. I am so sorry. Wait.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, because your names aren't in line. You're not in line with what we have on our sheet. We're calling you by your in-game name, but just know that we love you. We know who you are. Bit of an engage onto Valkyrie here, but a big knockback coming through with this Maokai. Kane absorbing a lot, but a huge...
Oh!
I've seen plays like that at MSI, and Chai TCG gets the last auto attack.
A massive hand. The king of chicken brings it on in, and Big Boy Rips makes it painful. All right,
Knight, is that you?
AoE.
BLG Knight, is that you?
Brutal. I love it though, and I'm loving what can come down as well. So for Shisu, this is critical missile can be very, very dangerous, especially on a Yunara. That is going to be so much fun to watch. But big shout out, I think, for Tron and Kane. I'm pretty sure they're new players because they're running Ghost and Heal.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of new players. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know. 100%. Shout out to them.
Yeah, the good news is that Riot fixed the flash issue in Riftbound, but still hasn't fixed it in League of Legends. It was kind of similar, where you didn't have too many flashes, and you had to play a little bit to level up in Riftbound to be able to get your flashes. But now they're giving flashes out to everybody, but not in League still. So they need to fix that up soon. What a turnaround here, as V is going to be able to pick up Knack. Kane is an auto away from death, and right now they're just pinned under their tower. Is a team of Best of Friendo getting a little bit of healing for Shisui, but immediately taking that health back.
I really do feel, though, for the side of Best of Friends, they are going to have that impact come the mid game. If they can stall out for about, another 5 to 6 minutes, wait for the Mundo, that's a claw and a half. They can do some work later as well, but they just they got to take their licks for the moment. That's the unfortunate part here.
They call him Big Boy Rips because he's ripping them a new one. Chai TCG picking up a Bunny Monster too. It's 5 kills to nothing. We gotta fight back, Best of Friendos. These are people that I know and respect. V is gonna take the last turn shot on the way out, but immediately Shisui goes in and eats shit.
Tough times ahead as Knack will now try and turn it around, grabs the king underneath, and the crown will still be worn. But Big Boy Rips a little bit low, but Kane now coming in with a brutal HP differential, but decides against beating up a minion. Hey, listen, we respect minions out here. Well done to Moon.
Shout out random minion caster.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, listen. I don't do this very often. The man's is dedicated to Riftbound. He had his own personal business cards as recruits. That was the cutest thing I'd ever seen.
I have one of them.
That was back at Houston.
I have one of them. It's great.
You have to show it off. That is, by the way, that's also what a lot of people are doing, business cards as their recruit tokens and everything. They're playable as that's the petrifying gaze across many. Bunny Monster, what was that? But it's turned around by Big Boy Mike, who goes straight to the back line. Eat your chicken, eat your wings, eat this ult. Your dreams are mine. Okay, never mind, you died. Shisui saying, let's chop him up and get some more food, as V and Pimp Daddy Leisha or Wiz Felicia will try their best. And just Yunaras are brutal.
Oh, it's a triple kill for V. That's insane. What a damn shame that Star Guardian Pours did not win the fight, because Big Boy Rips, I made a joke earlier, is that night that might actually be PLG night. This guy is actually putting in so much work right now. And you know what, when you take a look at the team on the other side, this isn't something that we really talk about too much, Orbital. This is a low range composition out of Best of Friendos. And that means that the Swain is going to be feasting on that chicken. It is the family pack, the 20 pack. You got the dark meat, the white meat with the mashed potatoes on the side.
You gotta eat good, man. You gotta eat good. And for Knack, you're eating pretty dang good, because that pack is out of here. Timbers is dropped, but the Pop Blossom on the back tries, slows them all down. What a recall on the feathers. Valkyrie brings it right back into frame. And that is a shell shock as the Star Guardians rip apart the friendship and use the power of friendship against them. Pimp Daddy Leisha, Wiz Felicia trying their best with the perfect execution. They will get one more tether. And there it is.
Knack is tank engine drop kick. They're gonna lose. Wait a minute, hold on. V has Steal Your Heart drop kick. They're gonna win.
No.
Oh, no,
that's illegal.
V is the member to watch. Only 82 stacks on this heart steal right now. But Orbital, it's the lethal combination, and they're up 16 kills to 9 right now. Oh, once the stacking goes through, it's going to be over, because Knack just doesn't have the Steal Your Heart answer. Once V hits that spike, you're going to get out drop kicked.
I mean, to me, and the worst part is, even if Shisui gets up to be a pretty tanky level, or a tank ripper level, I don't know if you're going to be able to rip through that HBR. What a tag on the back end. Poor Tron just not enjoying that one, as Big Boy Rips says right back to the back line once more. It is truly the night that leads the battle, as Star Guardian Poros just decimate the HP bars, and there's nothing that the Best of Friends can do.
Poor Tron is bad, man. He has to sit against Obsidian Charmal over on the other side. That's a magic joke for those who have played Modern within the last 5 years. Another kill going down onto a Bunny Monster and Orbital. This is looking like a very one-sided game. The Star Guardian Poros, they might just have the power of friendship on their side.
Oh, just so good. I'm hoping that they continue, but Kane trying to jump forward. Just he tried to jump in, but the feathers just delete your HP bar. It hurts so much not coming in for the play, but they are rushing this a little bit more. For the best of friends, they're hoping to swap spots. They're trying to clap their way to victory. Nice step charge to land, but the pop wants some back draws the damage. Oh my god. That is a reality you do not want shy with the dance.
And it's such a shame because if you take a look at Kane's augments, really good ones, Steal Your Heart, Acacia's Fall, but no drop kick. That being said, there is always a chance that you manage to get 2 prismatic augments. So who knows? True. We could see if they're able to pick up a drop kick. You can turn this around, but right now things are looking mighty grim for Best of Friendos. They are having a really rough time right now.
Well, there's a claw to go out, and Big Boy Rips maybe get it. Oh, that's bye Leisha, and I think that was just a sacrifice at the end of the day. So it's appreciated. Good reset coming in, and for the Poros, I respect it. I respect knowing when to reset and when not to fight. Uh-oh.
All right, well, they think it's time to fight. An immediate shutdown coming over for the Best of Friendos. Whoa! Stun coming through for a bunny monster who is an absolute monster. There was no follow-up to be had. Now we've got another hook coming down. V getting tagged up with a knockback. Is there, but that blade caller on the way back has been putting in so much work. Valkyrie, the stat line doesn't necessarily show how well they've played.
I mean, they also have the upgraded crit edge, right? You came into this with the upgraded Infinity Edge. You also have an empowering tap dancer, so getting extra move speed in there for Valkyrie. And I agree, this is going to be brutal to deal with, but on the flip, I respect Best of Friends still trying to duke it out. Kane and Knack, they are attempting to duel, and Bunny Monster getting some beautiful petrifying gazes, still building up that phenomenal evil, which is currently on lot.
Uh-oh, we're going all the way in. Here come the Maokai roots. Oh, it's a Bunny Monster unmarked over on the side, getting a Blossom by Chai TCG. Down goes a Bunny Monster, and it's another ace for the Star Guardian Poros.
The truest of Guardians. Watch this. The fight kicks off in V, the one that you talked about, getting chewed through here. Valkyrie on the back doing great, but just sneaks right by over the miasma, by the way, flashed before they landed on it, so it gets full effect, and they just wrecked havoc. Beautiful work by Chai.
Oh, look at live. Knack is starting to put in a lot of work, but Chai hiding out as a minion, very low HP, but Knack walked in the bush and is like, hey, you shouldn't be there. Big Boy Rips over on the backside is going to go down. Kane managing to stay upright, and for the moment, the Best of Friendos, they might be missing an arm like Toto, but they are still in this game.
Missing an arm is a beautiful call out, Yanni, and I love it. Knack, though, saying I got another arm and more. Gonna go ahead and collapse in on Leisha, and poor V will be the punishment. That dropkick can do nothing if you can't get an auto off.
Not at all. If you're able to lock them up, it's a good job. Oh my! Oh no! Knack, more like stack, because he's stacking up damage on these drop kicks right now.
Oh my god.
Again, we got another big play trying to get in, but it was a good miasma. But Kane is going to get tagged up, and there's Big Boy Rips trying to get into the thick of things. If they can focus down Knack, then as you mentioned, the drop kick won't matter, but a huge play to immediately get the kill on Yunara. It's a triple kill for Chai. The quadra stolen by Big Boy Rips that kill away from him.
Ridiculous work here. Great turnaround, and this is still the squad that is sitting at nearly a 4K lead, which it might not matter a whole lot, but it matters in this situation. You have so many more items. We also get to see the completed Wooglets cap on Chai, so having an extra item slot. In they go, though. Can Tron do anything? Bad TP. That's that was a failed Hextech experiment right there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is sometimes just a new player experience. Yeah, you will make mistakes, and sometimes they will be difficult to overcome. V having divine intervention now on top of dropkick Steal Your Heart is very difficult to deal with. We have Warlock Juice Box coming through for Big Boy Rips. Big Brain for Chai, so you're getting that extra shield. We've got a Soul Siphon for Valkyrie. It just feels like every single augment over on the side of the Star Guardian Poros is just a good one. And now they're going to try to chop down Kane, and Big Boy Rips walking in.
Another one.
Another great Pop Blossom, but this this one. Doesn't really have that much damage to back it up. A big boy Rips. He's got that Warlock juice, and he's slurping it down right now as the look at the healing coming out. But will he get drop kicked? No, the heck he's about full HP. That's a quadra kill from Big Boy Rips, and you know it's gonna be a pentakill.
Big Boy Rips with the healing of the century, taking a beating and saying, I heard no bell. My dude holds the crown and more right now. What a moment.
I didn't hear no bell, more like I am the bell, because I am tolling right now. Huge play, 15, 4, and 24. I talked this man up. I said he's playing like the best mid laner in the world. He's playing better than BLG Knight. That guy didn't win MSI, and with the way Big Boy Rips has been playing, if he had these augments, maybe he'd be winning MSI.
I mean, he's got Ravenous Bind plus Warlock Magic, right? Or Warlock Juice Box, so it's multiple healing factors coming in, plus his ult on top, and there's no real heal cut on the other side. Plus Divine Intervention, are you kidding me?
All right, Chai has this ultimate. Watch out for Chai's ultimate. They're kind of lying in wait. Big Boy Rips is going to create a lot of chaos and is going to get to the backside. You don't even need an ultimate. But look, it's Valkyrie. She's desperately trying to get away over.
Oh my God!
Rips finally died. And look at Kane walking through. Push, push, push. Mundo to the backside. But will finally fall after multiple turrets. And Pimp Daddy Leisha getting it done. Knack over on the backside, burning away. But will manage to stay upright for just a moment. No Warmog's armor, though. So if they can stagger the death timers, this could be the end of the game, Orbital.
I mean, they can definitely push forward, and I think they will. 45-27, 15 minutes deep. Granted, Knack has made some amazing plays and has a decent kit, but only about a quarter of his HP. HP is coming up. Bunny Monster is alive, and when it comes down to this Cassiopeia, I said that there is some strength behind it, but going for a very neutral build here doesn't really have a good burn with the Leandries or anything like that. A much more standard League of Legends build, I feel like. Outside of the Phenomenal Evil, I don't think they had too much to work with. Ice Cold is good. Warlock Juice Box as well. Infernal Conduit. Okay, Infernal Conduit is good. But again, you don't have the Leandri, so maybe not getting as much out of it. Either way, though, a lot of fighting to come up soon, and I'm excited to watch.
Starting to get down to the end of this game, Orbital.
Yep.
One fight could make the difference.
I just want it to be good, man. I don't care what happens. I don't care who wins. I'm pulling for, you know, Star Guardian Poros. I am. I just want it to be a good fight at the end. I want to see some blood.
I believe in my best of friendos. Kane goes all the way, and another solid ultimate coming out from a Bunny Monster. There's no follow-up to be had. Wiz Felicia a little low, so she's gonna have to find a way to get some healing, and not a whole lot of ways to do it. Here we go. Pop Blossom off the side. And Chai TCG does it again. Now they have to chop down Kane, who's trying to sustain. Chai TCG goes golden, but Kane is healing up. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Kane, oh, he's got the decimate with the Darius. Now it's a Bunny Monster trying to cut this out. It's a triple kill for Kane. We could see back-to-back pentakills here, but now they're going to go after him, and the drop kick is too much to handle. Bunny Monster kiting this one out. She's doing a really good job, but now it's going to get pulled in a little bit closer, not where you want to be against Big Boy Rips, but now you just got to tag a V a couple of times, and the poison through the veins of the tree will take them down. Big Boy Rips is going to have to get away, and through the portal, here comes Knack, misses out on the hook, lands another claw, but Knack will follow it up. The knockup is there, and you know it's a matter of time before we get the drop kick coming through on the next auto attack, perhaps. There we go, finally. But the bear is gonna hop down as well. Chai, it is a minion, is gonna come in with the pop blossom, but dies before they can get it off, Orbital. And now the turnaround's here for the best of friendos.
Everyone who's watching, please give a big round of applause to Yanni for that one. That was a massive team fight, and the man took it and ran. The teams as well, but my Yanni, you got a voice, my dude. What the heck, bro?
Hey, not for long if the fights keep going like that.
So, you said you had LPL though. Is this not like LPL?
Listen, we've been on break for a couple of weeks, so
okay.
This is a good warm up. A couple of things to note is that Knack has not only Soul Eater but also has Heavy Hitter. We're gonna see another fight break out here.
Oh my
God! Combo! You gotta be kidding me! Does Kane have enough of the tank to turn this around? Can the Mundo sustain through 5 members of the Star Guardian Poros? And with their might combined, the heroes will save the day against the Mundo villain.
That is tough, though. And remember, a big thing about that for King, you bought so much time. That might be a small hero play on the other side. Right now, Star Guardian Report is trying to push, but Best of Friends needed time to respawn. And right now, those respawn timers are good. Waiting in the bush, though, is a Buddy Monster. Waiting in the wings, hoping to get that ult off. If you can hit with that flash a little bit later, that could be big. But the rest of the team is here. So really nice stall. This could be that last fight, though.
They have to find a way to get it done, Orbital. First tower is going to go down. It looks like for the moment, the Star Guardian Poros are going to back off. There are no Warmogs on their tanks, so V is just going to have the natural healing, the health regen. These items do grant a little bit of that, so not too much you have to worry about. Divine Intervention is going to go down, but they're not going to be able to fight around it. They're a little too far away. Valkyrie, missing almost 2/3 of her HP, is going to make the fight a little bit harder. You do have the Feather Storm to be able to escape. We're just really looking for Chai to make another big play.
At this point, who's more knightly, Big Boy Rips or Chai? Or is Chai just Curio with those ults? That support ults to just rip them apart?
Too much damage around it, you know. This is like a mid lane Nico. I mean, this is what happens when you get Wooglet's Witch Cap, by the way. Remember, I mentioned it in game 1. Wooglet's Witch Cap gives you a 50% AP bonus. Yes, 5-0. You heard me right. Chai's current AP is over 1,000.
And you got Wishful Thinking. You have just so much extra in the back. And then you also got Pursuit of Haste, so you're tying people up even more. Like, these are all those personal augments that are huge. So I do want to see where it comes down to. You can see the safe position coming out for Best of Friends as well. If they can play this smart, if King can run blockade, that can do work. The Acathia's Falls is nasty work, but I mean, you got to stay alive long enough. You got to watch out for that massive wombo combo. Unfortunately, for Best of Friends, you waited around a little bit too long, and the flashes are starting to come up.
Yeah, and the biggest problem, Orbital, is how do you get stronger as Best of Friends, right? Like,
True.
You have to go and die to buy these items. You have double Heartsteel, but you don't have a good way of stacking it, because if you walk up like that, the fight is going to start. And the Star Guardian Poros have shown that they have enough damage to be able to rip through these big burly champions.
I mean, for me, I'm looking at Shisui. Shisui is now full build, massive cutting damage, crit and cast, critical rhythm, everything crit damage. You can shred some
There's no Infinity Edge. Shisui, you need to die and buy an Infinity Edge.
No, don't you have enough?
No,
here we go.
No, you got to get more damage, but there's that Pop Blossom. Plenty of damage over on the other side, but it's Knack and it's Kane, and they are very healthy. They need to prioritize their targets properly. They're trying to get to the backside. V down to about half HP. Kane's putting in work, but Big Boy Rips is healthy, sipping on that Warlock juice box. The health bars are low. Knack is down. Kane in a 3v1. It's another multi-kill for Big Boy Rips. And it's another race for the Star Guardian Poros.
I don't know why I ever doubted you, Yanni. You are 100% correct. Shisui wasn't able to do anything, and just the damage outright. Once again, the Wombo came on down to play. The HP bars, though, in the death timers are going to be coming up, so Tron and Shisui are going to have another chance to fight this out. But the fight is a little bit weak. As you called for, you wanted to see that IE, but instead they got the Collector, and I don't know if it's going to work for them.
There's no damage.
It's
now
done.
we're finally rifling away, but it doesn't matter. They've already finished the game. Orbital, a huge win here for the Star Guardian Poros. They earned every bit of it off of the back of this Swain. Big Boy Rips with big boy plays.
A couple over numbers in a single pack. Someone call Riftbound, please, and say that is some illegal work right there.
More like Riftbound.
It works so well. Yanni, you called it. That drop kick steal your heart combo is brutal. V with some nasty executes, but Big Boy Rips. Not only that, everyone on the back end. I think Valkyrie also had an amazing time on that Xayah. We saw a couple of those blade calls just be destructive. What
God.
you got?
Next pat, I literally got tagged in this like about an hour ago, and I'm now just looking at it in a different Discord. I literally got tagged by a friend because they are nerfing dropkick in the next patch.
Wait, really?
Yes, they are nerfing dropkick in the next patch. So for those who don't think that dropkick is a problem or I'm overblowing how strong dropkick is, no, I am not.
How much are they nerfing it by? At least tell me. It's a lot.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back and find it. The problem is dropkick has like a lot of really small values in certain things. So its base value is going from 5% to 4%. So it used to be collector on execution at the start. Now it's a little bit lower. Your scaling on base attack damage goes up from 0.035 to 0.55. But the bonus health scaling, so the bonus health scaling on dropkick used to be 0.002%. It is now down to 0.0001%. So three zeros and a 1 compared to 2 zeros and a 2. That is massive. That is an order of magnitude more massive. So crazy stuff. I bet all the teams that are going to lose the dropkick in this tournament are wishing that we were playing on a patch that hasn't quite come out yet.
Yes, but you know what? Listen, before the nerf comes in, we got to talk about some of the big boys. It might not be V, but it's the other that had that weight behind him. We are going to get a chance to talk to Omar. Omar's coming in here, who I believe was Big Boy Rips coming in. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to draw that down and probably actually do my job. There we go. Nope, I lied. I tried and it did not line up. Please,
get him in.
I'm trying. I'm the worst TO ever. This is awful. Hey, Omar!
Oh my god!
I told you we just dragged you in, Omar. Welcome on in, my friend.
I was like, I'm like, what the hell?
Bro hopped into the channel and was like, you just.
That's what I'm saying.
An orbital strike on his ears right there. Big Boy Rips, congratulations
literally
on your victory, my friend.
Yes.
What
thank
a
you.
Swain performance!
Thank you.
A pentakill, multiple multi-kills. I saw triples, I saw quads. I compared you to the best mid laner in the world, and you performed better than him.
Damn.
Like, all right.
Thank you.
So are you a huge Swain player or what?
It's the fried chicken buff. It's the fried chicken Swain buff. I'm telling you.
You were frying them.
Literally. I was cooking them, frying them, flipping them. Even though 2 of them were my teammates. Shout out Merc Tron. Shout out Merc Knack.
Yep.
I had to do it to him.
That's unbelievable.
Swain's my boy. Swain's my boy. Play him on top lane. I play him mid lane. I play him support.
Good meta for him too. By the way, if you're not grinding 100%. Ranked, you really should be.
100%.
Really, it's Swain season.
It's crazy, man. Shout out chicken wings. Shout out fried chicken. You know what I mean?
True. Honestly, you know what? That sounds pretty good right now. So, as you said, you played against 2 of your Merc teammates. You now have bragging rights. So, how long are you going to hold this over on them? Are you going to be messaging them when you guys test online, or like talk about it when you test online? Are you saving this for only in person? Are you saving it for like a back pocket zinger when you're kind of going back and forth? Maybe a disagreement about a card or a play. You just say, "Well, I beat you in that ARAM mayhem, so like what I say goes."
Brother, I'm already in the Discord talking my snack. I was already in the before, like, not even the victory screen is still up. I'm in there typing away. No, those are my boys. I will definitely be holding up against their head, even if they 3-0 me in Riftbound. But I beat you in ARAM.
And that can never be taken away from you. Omar,
that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Big Boy Rips, what do you think of the Swain card that was revealed? As you said, Swainer's your boy, so kind of talk to me about the new Swain card coming out in Vendetta, what you like about it, if there's things that you might not like about it, things that you think they could have done better. What are you thinking of it?
Interesting that he's blue. It's very interesting that they're kind of putting him around like utility stuff, so like playing things to make him better, because like obviously in League of Legends he's like heavy aggro. You got his claws that rip like that grapple people. You got his little thunders, his birds. But seeing him as a blue instead of say like a red, being around like a support Swain,
Doesn't really make sense to me, but I'm still gonna play him. That's my boy. I'm gonna have a whole page shout out to just to Swain alone. Yeah, it's like I'm sure the synergies you can do with him with like Jace and the Poro bot being a unit and a gear type thing. Like the bunch of blue spells that are super cheap that can probably get you that extra point. I'll give it like a solid 7 out of 10 because that's my boy. If it was fried chicken, 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good. I think it's a good card, but I'm sure there's synergies. But wish it was a little bit red and more aggro.
So my counterpoint is, I like the way that you think about Swain. I think it just goes to show the mindset of you as a player when you play Swain in League of Legends. But Swain's lore, he's a strategist, not Noxie in general. And, with you never move, it's like zone manipulation. Your ultimate is zone manipulation. The Visions of the Empire is like gaining information. Like you have vision off that. Like I think that's a good parallel. I might 100%. Even make a video about it. So like, it does feel kind of weird. It feels like the problem is it feels less like I'm going in as Swain. I'm using Demonic Ascension. I'm taking over fight. It feels like my Swain is sitting in the back. I've set everything up for him to take over and be that Noxie in general. I'm going to move in. I'm going to get my extra point off.
No, I agree. Yeah, like the vision makes sense because I always see his W with that almost
they call him Swain Visionary. So if you don't give him vision, I mean, like, what are you even?
What are you even doing at that point? You fumbled the bag.
Yeah, exactly. Let's turn it over to Orbital. Orbital, you got anything for our boy, Big Boy Rips?
No, I loved every single moment of it and being able to watch the chaos. You guys' team synergy, by the way, is phenomenal. Yeah. I have to give you credit for that one.
You should hear our voice chat. It's crazy. It's loud.
I can only assume so. I have gotten a little bit of word though. You will be going up against Team Hidden Discipline.
Yep.
They have made it through 2-0 on a scale of 0 to 10. How confident are you in this matchup?
You know what it is? It's just we're better. You know what I'm saying? Like we win those.
Is that the Globo Gym Purple Cobras?
It's just
like reference.
Like I said before, it's like they are just a stepping stone on my path to victory. I will grab that crown and put it on all of our heads. My team is carrying me. They're bringing me to victory, and we will beat the Hidden Discipline.
Are you sure about that?
Just like that.
Just like hard carried that game.
No, that's all my team, dude. Chai is crazy with the Nico.
Dude, okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Chai, really excellent game, right? Like, I want to give your teammates their flowers for like what Chai was able to do, for what V was able to do, how Valkyrie navigated some of these fights.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Did you look at your scoreline and how many kills your team had? Your team had 59 kills. You participated in 57 of them. 57 out of 59. I don't understand. I don't think I've ever seen an ARAM Mayhem with that many kills where a player has had a kill participation that high. Chai was the number 2 behind you very clearly in that game. So you got to give yourself a lot more credit. 57 out of 59 is absolutely absurd, dude.
Yeah, I think a couple of them where I was in base buying, but yeah,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
That's it. The second, me and like this is crazy because like we're synergized. We're like, all right, whoever goes in first, we're popping off. Chai goes, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Boom, done. Pentakill. What can I say?
Fair. All right, listen. Before Yanni starts ripping you about how well you did and like making sure that you know how good you did, because you do deserve all the props in the world, and everyone on your team does. We are going to send you away because you get a little bit of a break. You're going to take time, kind of strategize with your team. We have the 3rd place matchup coming in here very, very shortly. So, Big Boy Rips, thank you so much for the
Can I just say one big, super fast before you get
any shout-outs?
Yes.
Real quick, shout out Yanni, shout out Orbital, shout out every part of the production, shout out Danny, shout out Merc, 10% off, use ARAM to get out from the merch store. Shout out my team, Amanda, Felicia, Chai, Valkyrie, everyone. Shout out just life. Wallahi, you're in this. Shout out Toronto, Canada. That's really it.
Bringing everyone in. Let's go.
That's my crow skis. Wallahi, you're going to win this. Anyways.
Right there. Yeah. Who's up in your dome, fam?
Yup.
I live in New Jersey, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yanni's got it. Big Boy Rips, thank you so much for the interview. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next match, my man.
Yes, sir. We'll see you then.
All right.
Oh my god. I need to thank shout out Rare Adam for being a Toronto man. And
Yeah. Is that where you got it from?
I'm like, I need you to do Toronto man accent because it's so funny and it's so great. It's so,
I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it, my man. That was so good.
I never get to use it. Oh man.
So good. Okay. So we're diving on in. We're getting our matchup set. I believe we should be starting very, very soon. Eyes out for the third place matchup. It is an actual, not rematch, but teams that we have actually seen before already. We are going to get Team Gulp versus Best of Friends. Obviously, Best of Friends we just watched, but Team Gulp coming in. Lost, won against You Can't Milk Those, but lost against Team Hidden Discipline. So now they're coming back for that third place.
Yeah, and real quick, big shout out to the teams that did, they're unfortunately on the lower end of the bracket. Yeah. Shout out Gin and Tonic, Noxus Hopefuls, team first place, and You Can't Milk Those for their participation. I know that we didn't get to cover some of these teams, but hopefully, I hear rumblings that more of these may be run in the future. I can't confirm. I'm not the one who put this together or anything like that, but if there are more in the future, we hope that you participate. We hope that you get on stream, and we hope that you all pop off.
Yeah, and not only that, I will say at the end of this, I'm going to do this because my brain doesn't want to work. I will be making a full shout out on socials, at least on my end. And if you ever get to hear, if you're watching this, please go ahead and follow everyone that you see on stream. I believe 99.9% of all these players are streamers, content creators, and everything like that. They literally play Riftbound, they play League of Legends and all that stuff. Go ahead and follow them. Please show them some love. These are all people that put in their time, their effort. They gave over their Friday nights for a free-to-play tournament, by the way. These are just people that literally, Danny was like, hey, would you like to play? They came on out. They're doing it for the fun, and that's the most enjoyable part. Also to meet people. Also to meet other Riftbounders and other competitors out there. Yeah, so
it's been so awesome to meet people. Playing, like I said at the top of the broadcast, getting to play some games with them over the course of this week. We had an ARAM night that went to 4 a.m. or something like that. I had to be up for work. I
saw that.
It was super fun. It's been great to get to know people. I will say I'm a little shocked at some of you not asking for some of my League of Legends opinions of what may or may not be good. I had a couple of times where I came to some lobbies and they're like, "Whoa, you got a diamond board," and I'm like, "Yeah, man." If anybody asked me, I would have gladly helped. I would have hopped in some 1v1s. I would have given some tips or anything like that. Don't message me now because we're too busy. But y'all had an opportunity there. Don't be afraid.
All right. Well, we're diving on into the game. Yanni, it's Penetrate. We got a third place matchup, and it is time to dive on in. Team Gulp, who we saw earlier, Chrono, Mike Cardfellow, Rosa, Talkin, and Blackjack. Best of Friends. I'll let you talk about them.
Oh, we have another Hui. We have a Thresh. We have we saw I think I saw a Cassante get re-rolled. I know in the Discord and the general chat, we've been putting out the Showmaker explains Cassante meme. Which is hilarious.
Really? Really? I see it. Oh my god, someone posted it in Chinese, I think.
Unfortunately, that's Korean, by the way. What do you got?
Is that Korean? I'm bad.
Showmaker is LCK, bro. What do you anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Good news is we don't have a Cassante in this game, so you won't hear me listing off everything. But a couple of things that we do have, we have a Malphite over on the side of team not Best of Friendos, sorry. Team Best of Friendos? Am I tripping? I might be yeah. Team Best of Friendos. No. Yes?
What?
Yes. Okay. Well, sorry. I got
Yanni, are you okay? Do I need to call a doctor?
No, I got really confused. I had very little sleep. Anyway, we have the Malphite over on AP Malphite on Team Best of Friendo, along with an Orianna. So we have the Rock Wave combo. But over on the other side, we have this Alistar. And if the ultimate... Now, Rosa is going to have a very big job this game. It's going to be a very, very tough job for Rosa. She has to not get hit by the Malphite ultimate and then hope that the timing on Team Best of Friendo is not quite there and headbutt the Malphite out before that shockwave goes off. I don't know how many opportunities you're even going to get to do that, but that's my big worry right now. I think this combo at level 6 is going to be very, very difficult.
That is so true. And then you also look at some of the ADCs that are set up on the other side. So this time around for Team for Team Gulp, the ADC choice is rough for them. Obviously, it's blind, so it's hard to tell. But you had a you have a Samira and a Misfortune. These are two ADCs that generally have some of the I want to call the hardest combinations to shoot for, but Knack, unfortunately, is only level 3. You're going to get chewed up and damaged quite a bit. Kane jumping out with the Yone, that's not going to confuse me at all. Snapping back to their spirits and their reality, but a good damage set going down from Team Gulp, but still, come late game, I don't know how long that Samira is going to last.
Just going after me like that, I see how it is. So the one thing that I think is really important in some of these ARAM Mayhems, when you are playing as a team and you are actively trying to do teamwork and win, somebody's going to have to take the short end of the stick. I think Chrono has to be the one to get the short end of this deal. And the reason why I say this is because if Chrono starts channeling a bullet time, this means that a Bunny Monster and the rest of Team Besto Friendo is likely to go after the Misfortune to interrupt. This should allow Mac to kind of hide over on the side, and then after everything has happened, come in and clean up the fight with the Inferno trigger.
Okay, I like that idea. Really, it really not heads up, I don't want to say, but when you break it down like that, it makes far more sense in there. I just
somebody has to be willing to take the L though.
Yeah, it's a scary thought as Bunny Monster steps up a little bit too far. You're only level 4, not level 6. So Rosa will go ahead and step on up to play. So at the current moment, Team Gulp utilizing their double ADC and their cannon to basically spell sling a lot of damage into the enemy faces. However, for Tron and Knack and Shisui, they're also launching it right back, and Kane getting some knockups of their own.
Big thing, Gore Drink over on the side for this Samira. So remember that Inferno trigger does a lot of healing already. So you're going to get extra Omnivamp on top of that. Nothing too crazy in terms of other augments at the current moment. Big knockup coming through for Kane, trying to get to Max Red Afro over on the back side. A lot of low health bars, but they are still standing for the moment. One of the other big augments is Mike. So Mike Cardfellow has the upgraded Zonias to be able to move in Zonias. That's so huge when you have the Slicing Maelstrom.
It does so much extra damage. That's a launch slingshot, lands straight into the back line with the headbutt pulverized. Rosa tries to go in, but that's the burst. It sections off poor Bunny Monster, and she's going to go down here. Kane trying to dive into the backside, but the Yone is only a Bladesmith in name. Their soul is lost in the way. So that's a 2-0, but multiple low HP bars on Team Gulp's side.
I don't know why the Besto Friendos decided to rip it before they were all level 6. You've got Nami Tidal Wave, you've got Fate Sealed, you've got the Unstoppable Force from the Malphite, you've got Shockwave from Oriana. Just wait, just take it easy, park the bus, take a page out of the book of the teams at the World Cup.
That's so real right there. That's so real, unfortunately. By the way, I am excited for Saturday. That's going to be fun to watch the finals. But that's the Unstoppable Force. Straight to the back line into the Fate Sealed. Destruction of an HP bar. Kane even catches the tidal wave at the end. The combo you wanted is huge. And that's just destruction at the end. Well done to Best of Friends.
They didn't even nail it perfectly. There was no shockwave that came through after that. But sometimes that's all you need. These ultimates are so dangerous and difficult to deal with. Blackjack going in, and we'll be able to trade out with a Bunny Monster to get one back. But now, on the aggressive look, the headbutt, no pulverize, means that the Nami will be a little concussed, but fine all the same.
That is terrifying to think about, though. You called it out in Best of Friends. They said, hey, we heard you, Yanni. We know. We're going to make sure of it. Level 7's being hit by multiple members on the side of Best of Friends. I don't know how many got hit for the Team Gulp, and actually looks like a lot of them got hit now. So they're going to be sitting on, everyone's going to be sitting on almost one augment outside of Bunny Monster, who was able to sit there and grab the pressure cooker.
No. Oh no. Tron is bad as Purist Caster. Do you know what Purist Caster does? 10% cooldown reduction, but converts all of your attack speed into ability haste. This Sivir's not going to have any attack speed, and it might not even matter. You might not even get that far with all the damage that's coming out sometimes with the Slicing Maelstrom. Orbital, we are going to have a slow auto-attacking Sivir.
I mean, are you banking on lethality then?
Like not with that BF sword in your inventory.
I gotta agree, that's dangerous as they go ahead and dive on in. That's gonna be a low slingshot to the backside, but what a cannon! Straight to their head! Kane says, I have entered the ring, WWE style! the showstopper of their own, but Set's not in this game, so it's a long draw to the backline battlefield. Kane retracts to the original statement, but a way to slow down Blackjack once more. A bubble from Knack, and they're showing off the skill and the support, but Max is doing their best to fight off Knack themselves, and it's a turnaround for Team Gulp as the giant bullet time crests 5, and that's 3 to the side of Chrono.
Chrono just casted a bullet time with only 1 unit at a battlefield. Why are we actually doing that? That's going to be a successful dive. It ends up being a 1-for-1. That's going to be an ace as the Samira picks up their 3rd kill. And right now, Team Gulp is rolling. Take a look at this replay.
I mean, it's so good. I love watching it as well because you get to see this moment where Knack is actually doing quite well and then oversteps, and then the ricochet of that bullet comes out. And there it is. That was just clearing the battlefield. Listen, it's clearing the battlefield. You have your Elder Dragon in the back pocket. You might as well, right? It's just 1 unit. That's just a waste of cards. Such a waste of cards. That's a play I would make and then still lose the game easily because I did that.
Listen, that is a play that I have made when I played Misfortune Aurora. Please don't hate me for being an Aurora player. Problem. All right, we're seeing a little bit of damage come onto a Bunny Monster with the turnaround with the Unstoppable Force, but a Bunny Monster is full damage. Shockwave's going to land on the 1. Mike Cardfellow with a slicing Maelstrom, but dies on the backside. But Blackjack is causing a lot of problems. Might be a bit of a gambling issue there. Shisui going to have to try to ghost away. The tether on Blackjack has fallen off, but it is a 5v2. Blackjack trying to help out their friend Rosa, trying to help on the backside. Knack dropping the bubble, not quite landing. It's hanging up. Too many turret shots will go down, but Rosa in NA is Rosa in the base right now because they have gone down. Tron is bad, tanking up a lot of turret shots, forced to flash away. Oh, hang on.
Nice little re-engagement of Blackjack. Oh, now slices right through. Mike Cardfellow gets some revenge on the back and executes on the head of Tron is bad. And they'll chase a Bunny Monster all the way out. Good distance to slow them down with that Orianna, but it's still slow for slow's sake. Mike Cardfellow just snapping on, but went way too far. Last auto.
He casted a little bit too many lightning rushes and he burned out as he ends up going down. 3-3-9 has been really active in the games that he's been on stream. Has been getting him a lot of credit here. Has had some impactful ultimates, has had some really impactful plays. One thing that we didn't really get a chance to talk about, I mentioned it in passing, a Bunny Monster's gone full tank. So she's got pretty good augments as far as I know. She's got the upgrade of Immolate, she's got Pressure Cooker, but I'm worried that there's just not enough damage on the backside. Our Nami has Malignance right now. It's giving me Maligma. There's a bullet time over the top, but the tidal wave is going to interrupt a lot of stuff there. That bubble's going to go down, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Fate Sealed going to land down on the 2 members, and down goes the Samira. Shockwave lands on the 2 members as the Bunny Monster is frontlining for the moment. But again, we have the question, do they have the damage? Our questions may be answered, but the turnaround is there. It's Mike Cardfellow with a slicing Maelstrom over on the backside. Kane will fall. Tron is bad has become Tron is dead. And that is an ace for Team Big Gulp.
Gulping down the enemy like nobody's business. It is now 9.5 minutes and they have the tower down and more. This is Team Gulp refilling on items, on a lot of their gold and a lot of their inventories here in just a little bit, but they're going to try and take another tower for their name. Respawns though coming in for the other side that might give an edge over to the best of friends. Bunny Monster aiming for the Unstoppable Force.
Oh, there it is. It lands on the 4, but where's a Shockwave? What a bubble by Knack! But the damage is not there. The disruption is. All of a sudden, Knack manages to survive because a Bunny Monster is burning these people away. Finally gets a shutdown. The turnaround is finally here. Blackjack onto the backside. Does have that cell division, so he's going to pop into a couple of globs, but nobody will be able to save the globs. That's the kind of stuff you don't want to see in your Big Gulp as they go down.
What a time and a half. It is going to be another brutalize. That's a tidal wave onto the bubble, or afterwards flip that. Kane taking advantage as Shisui slices him up. Rosa almost turned into beef, but then it's gonna happen as the beast stays alive. Good job by best of friends to cut them down a little bit further, and now Rosa can't engage as easily as they probably wished.
Man, I wonder if Tron is bad as looking at his Berserker's Greaves in a scout slingshot, and he's like, why am I attacking so slow? Like, he's got 0.6 attack speed right now. It is brutal to watch. It's a first item Infinity Edge because he got the upgrade on the Infinity Edge. Orbital, I am very worried that that's going to be the difference maker in this game. Look at that. Oh, I'm an 80 carry player. I love playing Sivir. This is so brutal. I feel so bad for him. And if this was an intentional choice, how bad were his other augments?
Uh-oh. I do not know, but Kane is aiming straight to the back line. Maybe you can make up for your Sivir just not having the weight. But my card fell with the moving Zhonya's. Gets straight to the back. It's a world of pain in there. And that's going to be Bunny Monster trying to help on out, but my card fell is saying, I got this in the bag. Another Shuriken lands the back end, but that will be Team Gulp to take 3 and stay alive.
Moving around with Azonias, call that saving a tide turner, because Mike Cardfellow is putting in so much work, and he's found another one. A snipe onto Tron is bad, saying, welcome to Riftbound. We don't like the Magic players right now, and they're going to knock down this inhibitor too.
Such a lot of space right now. When you break them all open, you got the gold to play with. This is becoming Team Gulp's way to play. There ain't no range that they can't work with, and Chrono, Max, Rosa, Blackjack, and Mike Cardfellow, all of them are so dang tanky. When you're the best of friends, Yanni, what are you looking at? When are you hoping for? Because we know the combination, but they haven't really pulled it off. Bunny as well as Shisui haven't really landed that shockwave after the Unstoppable Force combination. Where does it come down to?
It comes down to both players understanding what they need to do. We saw a Bunny Monster have the ball on her and went in, and she found 4 people, but the shockwave wasn't up. The communication there has to be, you are not AP Malphite. You can't take those. Your ultimate is there strictly for CC. You must wait until Orianna shockwave is up. Otherwise, you're going to go in. You're going to get a lot of damage down, sure, but you're not actually going to win these fights. You need to sync these 2 ultimates up and let the chips fall where they may with everything else.
All right, let's see if they can pull it off right now. It's just the posturing, the wondering when they're going to fight Blackjack.
Grenton raiding with a party of 4.
Hey, thank you very much for the raid. Let's see how this goes. Blackjack slamming on in, turns over a 7. Maybe not the card that you want to see, but Kane goes in and aims for 1. Are you going to find it and more? Tidal wave to knock them all up, but straight to the back line you go. Blackjack trying to run interference, and bullet time misses everyone. There's the knockup on 1, but the slicing maelstrom is back. You are blown up. Shisui finds it. Shisui, a disjointed wombo, but the combo still comes up, but Chrono is still alive, and guess what? Blackjack is as well. Shisui stands their ground, but sometimes you got to move and knack. The lone fish can't do much as Chrono takes the quadra and the ace on top.
We should have known that this team was going to be unbeatable, Orbital. You've got the Inferno trigger for Samira, and you've got the Chrono trigger coming through for this misfortune. Dropping the auto attacks. Bop, bop, bop. Getting a big multi-kill there. 12, 3, and 10. Getting it done with autos. Getting it done with bullet times. Getting it done for Team Gulp.
Oh, they got one more chance, but that's Tron getting jumped on, and unfortunately, Tron's HP bar cannot contest. Rest of the team is up, though. Blackjack having to back away, does not have the cell division, so will have to walk away to safety. Bunny Monster with a very large pressure cooker set, the AoE getting larger and larger. For best of friends, they get a singular chance, a singular opportunity, it feels like, to save this 3rd place game.
Ooh, man, this is a tough one. It's going to be a very difficult turnaround here for the best of friendos. They're really going to need to nail this combination down. They still haven't been able to. I want to take a look through some of the augments here. A Bunny Monster has Celestial Body. We don't have a drop kick here. We have an extra crit chance for Tron is bad. That's okay. It's killing time for Kane is actually going to be a pretty big one, along with the Get Excited. Not too many things out of this Nami that I'm super excited about. Big Brain, Warlock Juice Box for Shisui. You can get some value out of that, but I think it's going to be so hard. Killing time and Shrink Ray for Mike Cardfellow. This guy, in terms of the value that he has brought to his team throughout this tournament, has been so good and is continuing to do so through not only his play, but also his augments.
Extremely smart choice. As level 15 is hit, Bunny Monster kind of wants to die to be able to get their last augment, but at this point, your base is in shambles. You have to die at just the right time or win straight on out here. Couple talks. A little bit of chatter from the enemy team, which I love, by the way. Always love a good banter.
They're barking.
Clear coming out of
barking in the chat.
What tree are they barking up? I don't know.
I don't know. We got puppy girls and puppy boys everywhere. Now we got cat people as well. This has been a crazy. This is what happens in ARAM Mayhem.
you're just bringing the animal house out. You're just bringing the barnyard, and it's a good time. Oh, what a bubble! Are you gonna choose to go in? That's the way to go in. Kane diving straight to the back. Fade sealed on 3. Fade sealed open the space. Everybody wants to deny to the back line, but Blackjack runs interference. Bullet time on the tanks. Bye bye Knack. Are you kidding me? Right now, Team Gulp cutting them down after blowing through and surviving the Wombo Blackjack. Hold strong, and Team Gulp chase for the end. Another elastic slingshot will land straight to the back line. Kane running for their life, and Tron with the lowest auto attack speed you've seen, unfortunately can only take 1.
Shisui still alive though, has that Warlock juice box. Wave's just a tad too early. The arm tether is going to fall off, but they do have opportunities to heal up, to try and hold the line here. That's something that they have to do. This game could be over if they don't. It's just another situation where Shockwave gets used, and it's not quite what we're looking for. They're knocking a couple heads together, but Blackjack has been bubbled up, but is getting some big healing. That cell division is still up. Kane could not find the knockup, and it's just a matter of what kind of sustain does Blackjack have. We have no Warmogs, so it looks like they're just going to go in. They're going to pop their cell division, maybe live to fight another day. They're going to intentionally die here. They are inting in a good way. It's okay to do in this game mode.
Go ahead, get your HP back. Make sure you're ready for the battle ahead. This is how things are going to go. What do they pick up here? Blackjack, final augment coming in. Still trying to figure out what that one is, but the rest of the team barreling on down. Rosa running interference slows them down, but the tidal wave just used to kind of disperse and bring a little bit extra speed. Gonna try and chase on Max, throwing down a little bit of that shielding, but it's not gonna be that useful.
Killing time. Hold on. Yep. That could be big, especially with the burn, with pressure cooker. You do actually get some more value out of that.
Oh. Gonna walk in. Blackjack bubbled up immediately as they land. Rosa looking for an opportunity, trying to reach the back line.
Here we go.
Slingshot straight to the back, lands on top. Slicing Maelstrom on 2 and immediate Zanya's, but Buddy Monster forces a flash out of Chrono. Chrono's still alive. Kane can't do much. Shisui running straight to the back line, but only locks out 1. The Shockwave does not find them all. And that leaves plenty of space for Team Gulp to take the ace for nothing. They will barrel on down for the victory.
18 seconds on Trana's bad orbital. 7-11 day may have been 6 days ago. You might have gotten your free Slurpees then, but today is Big Gulp's day. The turrets will crumble. They're shrunken. They're down. Nexus exposed, and Team Big Gulp has secured 3rd place in the Rat Tournament.
Gotta love it so much. Team Gulp coming away with a brutal and fun match. I mean, those are some champions that you gotta love, and on both ends you can see the right moments, right? These are both team comps having the ability to shell shock us, and it just felt like Team Gulp executed a little bit better on the day.
No doubt about it, Orbital. It was a hard-fought game for both sides, but ultimately Team Gulp was able to outlast Team Besto Friendo. They had some augment issues. I was looking at their augments and I wasn't particularly impressed. It is a bit of a shame. You know, it's so hard to pilot Malphite in this mode specifically, not because of like how to play Malphite, right? Fairly straightforward, but you never know what augments you're gonna get, right? Like killing time is like maybe we should go AP Malphite, but you get it so late you're never gonna know. You don't want a scenario where you're playing AP Malphite and then you get dropkick all of a sudden. And you know, if you get dropkick, you're like, oh, I'm really sad now. Like it's so tough. You have to make your decision early, and it's so hard to deviate from it. So, you know, credit to Team Besto Friendo for giving it a good shot there. You know, very happy for some of these people that I know over there who really gave it a good effort. Already one thing, we're already starting to get in the lobby for the finals. Almost everybody is using the Riftbound icon in the client. I was using it for a little bit myself. But you know, I got to rep the LPL, so I got my top esports one. But it is really nice to see that a bunch of people have it.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what? Before we go any further about that, we're going to get another interview with one of the members of Team Gulp here. We're going to bring in Chrono to join us here on the desk. And just like a fish out of water, I bring him on in. Chrono, I am yelling at you as loud as I can. Chrono,
you are. Hi.
Here to the desk.
Scared to me. Hi, what's up? How's it going?
It's going pretty well. How's it going with you? Congratulations on your team's victory, securing third place. Now, when you look back, obviously you're not in the finals. You get third in this inaugural tournament. Again, we're not sure if there's going to be more or not, but it's still a fairly solid showing. Any regrets from the entire time from the tournament? Things that you wish maybe you had done a little bit better, or you hoped had broken your way a little bit better?
I picked Twitch and I never played it before, so maybe that's probably really bad, huh? That's probably pretty bad.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
The other two games I did pretty good. So
nice. Yeah, I mean, you had a really good showing on this Misfortune. Now, you said you never played Twitch before, but you showed a lot on Misfortune. Are you an AD carry player? It seemed like you have a good understanding of how to pilot these champions.
I play carry a lot. I played Hoya the first game.
So what happened on Twitch then? What happened? How do you like?
I don't play the champ.
But it's an AD carry. You stand there, you hit them.
Yeah, but like you have to like toggle your stealth a bunch of times, and like that's how you like maximize like damage output. The game plan is a little different, I think.
It is. It certainly is. And you also like this scenario where you might have to play like AP Twitch or something like that. I don't know if you played AD or AP, but like there's certain scenarios where AP Twitch is better, and then certain scenarios where AD is better, and balancing that is pretty difficult.
I just knowledge checked myself.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
So it's like I walked into Master Yi passive, and then it's just like, oh, pass focus, and I die.
No.
Yeah, it's essentially that. Okay.
Were there other options for you in that game that you would have preferred?
It was Nyla, and then it was just I'd never played Nyla too, so like that was tough.
I think Twitch is a little bit easier. I've played a couple.
That's what I said. So I was like, I hope this is going to be the same, but it was not.
Yeah, you made a good call. Hey, maybe that was an AP Twitch game where you just kind of throw the cask and let them sit in it, and then expunge them, and just be like, all right, well, there's my damage, guys.
Okay, so all right, I had an epiphany today specifically. Okay. You called it expunge, right?
Yes, it is.
You know when it changed to contaminate? Do you know when? Because I looked this up too, just after.
Was it the same time they changed it from spray and pray to rat-a-tat-tat, and then back from rat-a-tat-tat to spray and pray?
Yeah, something like that. But like, do you know when? Because I found that out.
Probably has to be like.
That had to be like
2015, maybe 2016.
No,
2014, buddy.
Right? Like 2018.
2014.
Bro,
when the SKT T1 2014 skins came out.
My back.
April 21st, 2014. Anyway, I'll drop the mic and I'll let you guys go back to it.
Wait, real quick before you go. Any shout outs or anything? Thank you for playing in the tournament. Congratulations for how well your team did. Do you have any shout outs?
All right, shout outs to my team. Shout outs to all y'all doing this event. It was really well ran. Awesome.
Yeah, it really was. That's all Orbital right there, and everybody else behind the glass. I am just a talking head here.
Oh yeah, shout out my chat too, but hi chat, and everyone else's chat really. Go chat.
Honestly, really awesome community stuff here. Thanks to everybody. Chrono, thank you for taking the time to hop in for an interview. You had a really nice game. Glad you were able to end on a big win like that where you were a big carry. Congratulations once again for a third place finish. Hopefully, it's not the last we'll see of your team. Hopefully, maybe we'll see your team floating around still in the server, maybe playing some 5v5 custom mayhems against each other. That's something I'd really like to see. The server continue to be
for sure. Yeah, no, go Team Gulp. Top 3, baby.
There you go. Chrono, thank you so much for joining us here on the desk. We will let you go back to your team, and hopefully you have fun with a little bit of the gifts that might be coming around at the end of the stream. You know about that, right?
What gifts? Holy moly.
Well, hold on. You got to kind of win it. You got to kind of win it in a little bit of a wheel spin.
Okay.
But yes, there might be something
Okay,
around
sure. Trust.
Hey, all right.
I don't even know about this.
Yeah, Chrono, thank you very much for joining us, and congratulations on third place.
Thank you. See ya. With that being said, Yanni, we got one more match. We got the match, actually, and it is going to be between Hidden Discipline and Star Guardian Pores. Now, before you go into your explanation, because I know you got some of these people are awesome, by the way. Hidden Discipline, obviously, we haven't been able to see just yet. Big shout out to Danny. Danny is the one on Hidden Discipline, I believe the captain technically of their team as well. Very awesome. And so I am just going to come out and immediately say I'm rooting for them to win.
Listen, they're the ones that have the Hidden Discipline. Is it a wonder that they got this far? I don't know. Tournament creator, team name Hidden Discipline. Are we sure this is a legitimate run? Do we need to Grenton, Judge, Judge, we need Brendan to get in here and make sure. Yeah, exactly. Mike Cardfellow, I see you in the chat. Danny about to win our own tournament really makes you think. Yeah, Grenton said DQ them. Here, hold on. Can we pull Grenton in here before we start?
We want to pull Grenton. Okay. Let me go Grenton, pull Grenton. Where is he? Where is
Grenton? Hop in the server. Hop in the server if you're not in the server right now.
Oh shit. Excuse me on my language. Oops.
He's in the lobby.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Oh god, he's all the way up there. Okay, I can do this. I got this. I'm good. Yeah, I see him. Here we go. Grenton's hopping in. Grenton.
Hello, caster Grenton.
Hello.
Okay. Grenton.
Hello.
We need a ruling here on the tournament creator about to win their own tournament. Team name, hidden discipline. What rules are we violating here? What penalty are you levying, head judge?
I'm gonna level. There's a lot here, right? There's we can go with bribery. Right, we can go with
something
match fixing, perhaps.
Almost got busted for.
Yeah, we can. There's a lot here. It's a little suspicious.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit off. While we have you here, Grenton, tell us about your experience in this tournament.
Listen, the last time I played League of Legends was 2014. Okay.
Wow.
It was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I was good back then. Not so much anymore. And Chrono got his main, or I don't know. I clicked on Chrono's profile and I saw Hwei as his background, and then I look at the match and he's playing Hwei, and I'm like, what's going on? And I had Morgana and I had the best augments, and I was like, you know what? It is what it is. We go next, but we won our last match, and that's all that matters. I went crazy on Master Yi, but the MVPs of our team were Glitch Goober, Twonky, and Rianne, because that last game they were like the biggest tanks I've ever seen in my entire life.
I love that for you, Grenton. We're about to hop into game real quick. You know, you said you were good at League back in the day. You're going to be playing League Classic.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, that's like great. My entire life.
Hopefully, I'll catch you on Classic Summoner's Drift. We are now into the game here, so we're going to have to say goodbye to Grenton. Thank you, head judge, for levying penalties here, and we'll see if the penalties that you have levied will affect the augments that they're going to get. Thank you once again for hopping in. Thank you for your participation in the tournament, and the community loves you.
My pleasure. Love you.
Alrighty. With that, we are into game, Yanni. We got the one, the only hidden discipline, the card that is not banned, but everyone thinks should, along with like 17 others, and Star Guardian Poros.
Okay, so really interesting already. Taking a look at the augments. Gabe, that guy on Karthus, has from downtown snipe enemies over 700 distance away. Very easy for Karthus to do. Let's see, we're taking a look, and Best has got 50% crit chance. We have Get Excited on Caitlyn. We have Spiritual Purification here for our Talia. That's Luetta, aka Q-Pop. Over on the other side, Big Boy Rips on this Samira has Soul Siphon, getting crits on critical strikes. I believe Samira Ultimate does apply on hit, if I remember correctly. Haven't really seen any prismatic augments, but we have Transmuted Dual Wield for Wiz Felicia, Pimp Daddy Alicia. So that dual wield is going to be an interesting one for Alawi. Not a huge Alawi person. Pursuit of Power for Valkyrie, increasing the damage of Twin Fang by 30% is huge. We have V with a Winter's Bite that splits into 2, which is going to be awesome. And then Night Stalking for Chai TCG on the Master Yi, looking to be as big of a menace on the Howling Abyss as Master Yi is on the tabletop.
I will say this is the most unique. Oh, what a shot, by the way. What a shove coming in from Q-Pop on that Woven Urch. Is destructive in there. This is the most, I think, that I've seen of the unique augment choices. I think this is 3 or 4 of them here in this game.
For sure. You know, we've had a lot of awesome games on stream. This game, it's going to be hard to live up to some of the expectations. I mean, we saw a pentakill on stream. In order for this to meet the magnitude of awesomeness, we're going to need to see at least 2 pentakills in this game. Now, I will say, we have met a magnitude of awesomeness. If you notice, when we go back to Team Hidden Discipline and the camera pans toward them, that Poro's got a mustache because we got Braum in the game.
We love a good old Poro. We love the fun in there, and we love watching the Poro explode. Unfortunately, that's the downside to it, right?
Shout out real life Braum Kangas, who is a Riftbound caster as well as a Yu-Gi-Oh! League of Legends caster.
Hell yeah!
Shout out Kangas.
all the fun in there. Oh, that's also on V, by the way. V hasn't given their snack over, so it's all on V. Faye jumping on in, though, and that's the earth to slow everyone else. However, the shield from V is so good at Chai. Swings for the fences, turns invisible, and gets away with murder.
I just realized that Sentry hates themselves this game because you have to play against Cassiopeia Miasma. You can't do anything.
Pain as Q-Pop decided to throw down and flash. I don't know what the flash was for, but I think that might have been the snowball. But
hey, I did that in a competitive game yesterday. Sometimes you just flash on accident.
There you go. I did just realize that as well. That miasma is going to be so much fun to watch. I'm going to very much enjoy that one.
We don't get to see Grippy Granny do all the stuff that she's going to do.
Grippy Granny is a wild call, bro.
What do you mean? She's an older woman who drops the ultimate down and grabs you and slams you into the ground.
You know what? I can. Get
your mind out of the gutter, Orbital.
My brain's already gone. We are diving into this match, though, which is feeling a little bit slower than the other ones. And I'm kind of curious because obviously we hit level 6. Is this the expected pace that we wanted for champions like this?
I mean, I think things are generally fine right now. Especially because we're going to see some scaling out of Pokemon 661 on this Caitlyn, so a little bit later in the game, but you know, they're funneling CS into him, so he's going to be backing with a lot more gold than usual, or they're just not funneling CS into him and he's just able to take it away because he's just so talented. I got to play a couple of games with Pokemon 661, a pretty solid player. Got to play a lot of games with some of these players, and it's always been good. A couple of worries that I hear, I think like Faye is going to have a really hard time in this game. It feels like you're almost just an ultimate bot for this Braum. And getting into the thick of things is going to be a little bit difficult, especially with the spell split on the Braum queues. Hold on, we've got stuns. We've got a Karthus ultimate coming down with the stun. Interrupts the Requiem, and Sentry is able to get a kill. They're trying to fight front to back. Chai TCG over on the backside, but has run out of time and has gone down. Big Boy rips to the backside, gets the kill, and Valkyrie's the last to fall. It's a triple kill for Pokemon, who's catching them all right now at 4-0-2, and an early game ace for Team Hidden Discipline.
That's an illegal play. I don't know what's going on. We got to get Gretton back in here. That felt illegal. You lost your Requiem. You got Petrifying Gazed on 3, and you still won the team fight. I don't know what magic you pulled, but you won. And look at this. Just the backline so solid. Them in that replay, Hidden Discipline, holding up for dear life, getting the tower, and now taking a decent lead whenever they die and get to spend their gold.
The biggest issue right now is that Chai TCG on this Master E doesn't have enough gas in the tank to be able to really get to the backline. It's something we'll see a little bit later as Faye goes in and just gives a kill over to Chai TCG. I know you want to go back and buy items, but that's not a member you want to get. What with a really good job on the seismic shove, but there's not a whole lot of damage to back it up right now.
No, it's there is all you're looking at. So a little bit of push forward. Sentry having a little bit of space to work with for the moment as Valkyrie is doing what they can. We do get to see one of the few augments picked up here. It is going to be Heavy Hitter coming in for Faye. Faye maybe not going the support route. Infernal Soul for Gabe on the second. Still waiting for the rest of the augments to come through, but we do have a critting cast coming in for Big Boy Rips, but another jump forward as Faye decides to fight. Weaver's Earth coming out, and as well as Weaver's Wall just sectioning out the fight. Valkyrie can't really join, but Pimp Daddy Leisha throws down a lesson in pain and will come away with a double. That's a 2 for 3 in favor of this red team.
Couple members get to go back and pick up some items. We have an Eclipse going to be coming through for Sentry. What an ace in the hole by Pokemon 661. Oh, hold on, we're getting more kills. The net combo. Pokemon is putting on a show. Luetta will be able to close out of the kill, and that Caitlyn is mighty excited. But V's got a lot of HP. Pokemon doing the smart thing, going down. I want to see the augment pick up out of this Caitlyn, and I want to see the items. If you get a Scopier or a Scopiest weapons, it is going to be bad news for the other side.
I mean, that's the angle of like Hex Optics second immediately, right? Like that is, I will headshot you from angles away.
It's crit and cast, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super happy about, but it might just have been the best option. Sometimes you just roll augments that don't make sense in this game mode.
I got 3 AP skills on Ashe at one point. I was like, I don't know what you expect of me, but sure.
Have you not seen the TikTok clips of the Ashe that throws the arrow from downtown and just one-shot somebody as Pimp Daddy Leisha goes down? And Sentry getting credit for that one. V is now going to get chopped down with a big glacial chasm and stuns on top of it as well. Do we have a turnaround? Chai goes down. Valkyrie with the Inferno trigger coming through, but it's still an ace anyway. Big Boy Rips tried, Big Boy Rips failed, and Team Hidden Discipline have just enough might to get another ace.
They stood on top of an empowered Faye and Sentry. These two deal so much damage. Faye with some of just that brutalization. I want you to take a look at this one. Once again, the dive forward. Sentry already took out Pimp Daddy Leisha, which leaves a lot of the AoE on the side of SGP gone. And they try and fight back. Do not get me wrong, but look at the blood in the waters, and they all stood on the defiling waste of this Karth. It's unfortunate that Wisfelicia fell so early and just wasn't there to help out, because that would have been an Alawi's best dream option.
Okay, so Chai TCG has Deft, so we have Night Stalking and Deft, so he's got 60% attack speed. You're going to get a little bit of extra attack speed as well from the build that you're going. Once this Mastery starts getting items and gets the first kill, the tracking of this mastery is going to be nearly impossible. Imagine, if you will, you could give a mastery unit hidden. That's exactly what you're going to run into, but it's not really going to matter. Members might be grounded, but Chai's still going to go down. There's the test of faith coming through, and the tentacles are smacking down, but the range is just too much for Team Star Guardian Poros to handle.
You got the tanks, but not the carries. And it's coming down to what you talked about, Yanni, a little bit earlier. That range is starting to play a huge factor. Pimp Daddy Leisha trying their best to hold on here, but just not able to reach that backside. And we're going to see this push already with the inhibitor down so early at 10 minutes. We're seeing a couple TPs. This might be the play.
Chai on the backside. Here we go. You have to get these kills. There's a first shutdown. Luetta's going to be the next target. There's a double kill for the Mastery. And now popping the Highlander. Looking to run down Gabe that guy. But you're going to run to everybody else. The Alpha Strike is there. But it's wait a minute. On the backside. Chai to the back line will finally fall. So does Big Boy Rips, and they're turning around the fight. It's a 3v2 for the moment. But Faye is healing up big time. Gabe says, I don't really want a part of this fight. And the health bars are getting mighty low over on the side of the Star Guardian Poros. Faye is a big problem right now. Big bodying everything, and is going to finish off V once this stun falls off. It's Gabe the guy helping out. Pimp Daddy Leisha not able to get the kill. Here's the Requiem. Bang! Double kill, because you know Gabe is that guy. Ace in the hole for the follow-up. It's another kill, but we saw it's Chai TCG who had no HP. It's instead a triple for the Karthus. It's an ace in the hole for Pokemon, and Big Boy Rip says, dude, where's my team?
Your team is in the death chambers, as this is Hidden Discipline, the tournament organizers team, looking for that win. V getting jumped on here. Faye holding on for dear life, and Luetta walking backwards. Took a tower shot. Chai once again looking for the executes.
Sentry trying to get back there. Look at Chai. Backside double kill. Over on the other side, Sentry gonna get tagged up, but it's a triple kill for Chai. It's a quadra kill for Chai. It just might be another pentakill to save the game.
A savior in a moment for Chai. That teleport, that walkthrough, it's just so easy. And to be fair, we saw it a mile away, but it's how much would you lose in that vein? Because you got the penta, don't get me wrong, but you need to spend the gold as well.
He's gonna die. And he should have been sprinting it down.
He should have, but he can't. Not right now, not with the rest of the team up, and with everyone else chasing on down. But it's still a win at the end of the day, and you got a pentakill under your name. For Hidden Discipline, though, you've reset. You have plenty of members out on the battlefield, and you have the damage. It's all or nothing right now.
Yeah, Caitlin's on 3 items, 75% crit. Take a look at the augments here. We have a third augment. I think that's Deft. Yeah, 60% attack speed increase for Pokemon 661, who has been killing the game right now. Gabe, that guy, also just has a ton of damage out of nowhere because they have Adapt. So they're getting that extra 15% ability power just for zero. For no reason. You're getting it just for the love of the game. Oh, all right. Okay. Flashing forward, but V, she's going to stand tall with that shield, making sure that no further damage is going to occur.
Oh, this is scary right now. And right now for Faye, I'm hoping we have more.
Oh, let's see this.
You have even more help, by the way. Faye went with the double chomp, so that individual damage is brutal, by the way. So Faye went from just a frontliner to actual damage, but that's just everyone on the side of Hidden Discipline right now.
The inhibitor is down. This could be the end of the fight. Faye snowballs in, looking for a big play. Game the guy doing what he can. Big knock up here. Shy on the backside, looking to be the savior once again. Pokemon cannot survive.
Oh my God!
Getting chopped down. Shy's out of alpha, and Shy goes down. It's a quadra kill to cap off the game for Centried. Team Hidden Discipline wins the tournament.
In an immaculate showing of pure dominance. No matter how many judges you call, the results remain the same. The final blow from Faye and Centried is out of this world amazing. Yanni, it is the squad. Gabe, Faye, Centried, Pokemon, and Q-Pop are your Rats tournament victors.
Very, very good stuff out of them. Like I said, I saw them on the grind. I saw them play and had the opportunity to play some games with them. They were highly impressive. It showed in this tournament. They came in prepared. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They had good champions to do it. Pokemon 661 put in so much work. And then Centried, we talked about how he was going to have a pretty tough time in this game, having to deal with that Cassiopeia miasma. And when the chips were down, when the carry Pokemon 661 went down, and Team Hidden Discipline needed a little bit extra. It wasn't a Hidden Discipline, but it was a Hidden Ambessa in the lap, ripping through the Star Guardian Poros. Credit to them, a valiant effort. If that game had gone longer, I think Chai TCG, he could have taken over. A pentakill and a loss stings, but still a strong individual performance for him, and a really strong performance for that team overall. Big Boy Rips, Jade Valkyrie, V, and Wiz Felicia, they all played very valiantly.
Now, here's the deal, though, because I think this just cements that when Vendetta is going to be out, and Best is just OP. I don't know. I feel this tournament proves it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you could argue against that. You ask some of the greatest minds in the world. Ask Alan ZQ. Ask Prismat. They're gonna watch this tournament and they'll be like, "We gotta be on Ambessa, bro."
It's gonna be there, but let's go ahead and get the Ambessa themselves in here. We got Centried joining us here on the interview desk. Centried, hello. In
Centried. First question: how difficult was that game to pilot when you found out that you're playing Ambessa into a Cassiopeia? Did you say, man, of course this has to happen in the finals?
I was sweating a little bit. I haven't played Ambessa since first release, and I was like, well, there's a Cassio. It looks like I just die.
True. But you know what? How important was Pokemon as the bridge of the team to get you to that final fight where you could take over and win the game for your team?
It was honestly carry of the team. That and Danny just poking them out. I was like, okay, it's my time to shine. I'll just go on to the backline once that happens, once they're low. Oh my God, it was stressful the entire time, though. I couldn't believe that we won that.
Tell me about the rest of your tournament, not just the finals here, but how your team performed, how you felt you individually performed, games where you were like, hey, we were a little lucky here, or some games where you're like, man, we absolutely steamrolled these people.
I will say, I think we got quite lucky with the other two games that we played, because most of us play tanks, and we all got tanks for the past two games. This one was a little iffy. This one we weren't on any of our mains, but it was pretty, I would say, even up until a certain point. Once we got a team wipe, it was smooth sailing after that. My performance. My performance. I think I was just the front line for the team. I just wanted to block and cover any skill shots that anyone on my team would take, and then I think we're good.
Love that. My final question before I turn it over to Orbital. Now that you've won this tournament, are you excited to go into person to regional qualifiers, to potentially regionals, to anytime you might see anybody in this tournament out in the wild and just rub it in their face a little bit, get a little bit extra?
Oh, okay. I'm a little humble.
We lost him. We lost Centried for a bit.
Centried, are you here?
It's really fun.
Hold on, Centried. We need you to hold on, we need you to repeat all of that real quick.
Okay. I'm a humble person. Right? I wouldn't do that to any of my competitors. I'm just saying it was GG's to everybody. It was GG's. Once we got our tanks, we're like, okay, we got it. There's no way we lose this, right? And then all of us got hard steel. Easy.
We love a humble goat. I'm going to turn it over to Orbital for questions and how prizing works, because apparently we got prizes.
Yeah. So how does it feel for you, Sentry? You guys have not only won the tournament, but you are the recipients of some merc goodies coming out. Now, this is separate from what's coming a little bit later, but you guys actually do have a prize. We got some merc goodies coming to you. How's it feel to actually get a prize for winning the tournament here today?
It feels amazing. We were like talking about it amongst our team. We're like, oh my god, guys, this is the finals. We could get some merch. Let's just lock in. All right, let's just lock in.
All right, that's fair. Listen, you got to have the goodies in there, and honestly, your team absolutely killed it. It makes me sad that we only get to see you for this moment. Are you excited to possibly play more in the future for these tournaments?
Of course. I'm looking forward to any of the future tournaments. And like I said, Danny, thank you so much for organizing it. Thank you guys for production for helping organize it. It was honestly an amazing opportunity. I'd love to participate again.
Yeah. Honestly, Sentry, thank you so much. And the shout outs are honestly very, very kind. But obviously, you and your team made it here to the grand finals. Congratulations on taking the inaugural Rats. Obviously, it's Riftbound ARAM Mayhem Tournament here. Congratulations on your crown.
Thank you. I will just put in a little note. Look, we pulled out the hidden discipline. That's all we did.
+2 on the mic. There you go. Slap it on down.
You know what we have to do? Yeah. We have to get team production together and avenge everybody in this tournament who lost to hidden disciplines.
All right, Sentry, we will let you go back to your team. Thank you very much, but hopefully you do stick around for a little bit of fun at the end.
Of course. Thank you.
Of course. Beautiful interview there. Yanni, this has been a treat, and you and I have had a blast. Over the last about 3 hours, we've seen the ups and downs, the silliness all around, and I could not ask for a better co-caster. Yanni, how much fun did you have here today?
Well, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being if you're playing a double aspirants climb game, but you can't do that anymore. So I'm going to say I had an 8 out of 8 time of fun.
Yeah.
And score in a game of Riftbound. Rest in peace, Aspirants Climb. My Teemo box Aspirants Climb is a little sad right now, or my Worlds box is a little sad.
I got mine too, and it'll always stay just there for a little bit of memories.
I still have a sealed Worlds box.
Hey, let's go. We don't talk about prices around here, but you're gonna have fun with that one.
All I'm saying is that maybe I could trade it into a T1 bundle if I don't get my hands on one. I might have to give up something else, but maybe.
All right. Well, with that being said, it is the end here, at least of our portion. And I do want to give a big shout out to everyone here in just a little bit. But Yanni, please tell us where we can find you. You have been an absolute goat having all of these amazing calls. Please tell the people who are watching where they can find you, what you do.
Oh, I really appreciate that. You can find me on X at Yanni Casts. It is my name below, and then Cast, C-A-S-T-S. Also the same thing on YouTube and on TikTok, where I post, some short form content about Riftbound from time to time, where you can hear me cast. If you want to hear me cast again, listen, I don't know what time zone you're in, anybody out there listening, but the LPL is starting up again next week. The time frames for them, listen, some games start at 3 in the morning Eastern, but there's 3 best of 3s in a day. So, if you're starting to get to work or you're at work and need something to throw up on another monitor and you want to watch some professional League of Legends and maybe hear me cast, go ahead at LPL English. It's just LPL and then English. Also a bunch of other casters that you will love. Everybody on the broadcast. The chat's pretty fun too.
Yeah, only a little bit fun. They are awesome. And Yanni, you are a treat and a half. Thank you very much for joining us. Also on the back end, I want to give a big shout out to Aegis. Obviously, you're watching here. Aegis has been so kind in offering us their channel, their home, and their production team coming on in here. I want to give a really, really big shout out over to Ivar, Macros, and who all did so much work giving us an awesome production, giving us replays, which I, for one, am never doing in my life because I can't do that stuff. They were awesome, put together an entire package, made sure we were ready to go. I want to give a big shout out to all the tournament organizers as well. Not only Danny and myself, but also we had Dakar, I think, coming in here, Chai, and a few others that helped get everything set, and also to all of the teams. Now, again,
happy belated to Dakar, by the way.
There you go. Happy belated. Before we go any further, though, I want to give a big shout out to all the teams that we did not get to see here on stream. Tournaments cannot run without competitors, and unfortunately in competitions, there is always someone that is given a W and is given an L. But that does not take away that everyone showed up, played their hearts out, hopefully had an absolute blast and made a lot of friends. That is what we really wanted this to be. And I know that when I spoke with Danny, she was super, super excited to see everyone basically hop in and say they were excited to play. So from myself and hopefully all the from all of us here on the staff side, thank you very much. Now, I don't just have words to give you, because there is a little bit of a giveaway that we are physically going to give you some stuff. A few members that have played here today throughout the tournament, whether on stream or off, will have a chance to win a few gifts that have been given to us by Merc as well as TCG Player. With that in mind, we are going to turn it over to a short break. When we come back, it will be Danny or Q-Pop to run the giveaway. So please do not go anywhere.
Hello, I'm Danny, also known as Q-Pop. Thank you so much for watching this tournament. I'm here with Orbital, one of the amazing TOs that helped me out during this event. My team did win. This was not intentional. I did not intentionally rig this. I promise I am innocent. We did high roll on our first couple champs, but you know, I will take the beating in the general chat of this Discord, which has led to some very funny memes. So thank you guys. Genuinely, this was just a passion project that I had. When I tweeted it out a couple weeks ago, I was just like sad that I couldn't make some of the RQs that were happening, and wanted to be able to create a community space and an event that people could have fun and meet people at, since it's hard to travel and, you know, go to all these RQs. It's expensive. So this was wanted to be done for fun, and I think that fun was had. Orbital, I think everyone had a good time from what it seemed like. It was hard for me to see as I was playing, but yeah, we have some awesome partnerships that came through with Merc GT as well as TCG Player, and we're actually going to be raffling off some gift cards to TCG Player, as well as I am going to give away some random skins to some participants. So we have a lovely wheel that we're going to use to pick people. This is going to be all the participants that played in the tournament today. So let's do some Gamba and see what people can get. You know, in the spirit of League of Legends and Riftbound, we all love good Gamba.
Yeah, I gamba very badly on all my stuff. I just my current Riftbound deck has like a 10% chance to hit anything on any of my returns, and I'm like, I'm ready to gamba. I am. For those interested though, as Pop said, this is going to be a raffle for all participants. It doesn't matter the placement. It doesn't matter how you did in the tournament. But of course, it is only one per person, I believe, is what we talked about. So you either win a skin or a gift card. So just making sure everyone knows that outright.
Yes, yeah, we don't want to double up and have like someone win and everything. You know, people like that will never happen, and then it happens. So, yeah. But also a big shout out to Aegis for putting on this production. They showed up and offered their production help, and it has been just absolutely wonderful to have a mainstream where people can kind of come together and watch all at once. I could not have put on this tournament without them. They helped me with getting the spreadsheets and the Discord put together. Can't recommend them enough for any of your production needs if anybody wants to. This is not a testimonial. This is just how I feel. Yeah, I don't even have the Twitch chat up. I can see people roasting me probably, I'm sure.
Yes. By the way, they are, if you took a picture last time, it's like 30 people in that gaming lobby, by the way.
I know. It's
They're
so many
all
people.
over there.
Yes.
And maybe I can do that. I might be able to do that for you. I'll do that for you. Hold on.
It's also been going on for a couple of nights. Like people have been like practicing. I tune into my phone at any kind of given point from 8 a.m. to probably 4 in the morning, and there's people in this channel practicing. So there was a lot of work put in from everybody around. Let me get...
And I think we are also ready for the wheel. I think we're just waiting on... whenever Macros pulls it up, we should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Cool.
Wheel's on our end.
I love a good wheel. My light is right in front of the wheel, so we're going to move that over here.
That might be an issue. You might need to read the name that comes up here in a sec.
Yes. So the first 5 that we're going to do are going to be the TCG player gift cards. If you are selected, please just shoot me a message on Discord and I'll get your information for that. Once again, thank you TCG player for providing support for our staff and fans and players of this tournament. So let's get to the first spin.
Spin that wheel, spin that wheel. Who's it gonna land on? Nobody knows.
If it's me, I'm gonna freaking.
Hey!
All right, so we have Jade Valkyrie for our first TCG player gift card win. Congratulations! If you could shoot me a DM, that would be lovely.
Yeah, Jade had an awesome time. I saw them playing, and obviously, big shout out to everyone that has participated. But yeah, one winner down. Oh, second wheel immediately. All right,
let's
second
go.
wheel.
No, yeah, we keep going. Ooh, who is it on the edge? I can't even tell. Oh, it goes to Chai TCG. Also somebody that helped out with the production, but was also a player. Yep. Thank you so much. It was one of the earlier people that joined this Discord offering to help and be a participant as well.
Yep. All right, that's 2 cards down. We got 3 to go, I believe.
3 more gift cards.
Yeah. How much are on the gift cards again?
I believe $20.
Hey, there you go.
You're not going to be getting any over numbers. I'm so sorry, especially with the market inflation happening right now.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, unfortunately. We don't talk about the inflation that came down.
All right, we're good for number 3.
Let's go. Number 3 is on the horizon. Who's it going to be? Hey!
Average Cappy is going to take the third one. Is this 2 for 1 team? I forget. I'm not looking at this whole spreadsheet right now.
That's what I was trying to pull up earlier. My brain just lost it. I was having fun watching Spinny Wheel.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, so we're gonna do our 4th one right now.
All right. Who's it gonna be?
Ooh, it was almost me last time, and V's gonna come back and take it again. I think they were on Stark Guardian Poros. So maybe Dark Guardian Forest taking a couple of these here.
All right.
That'll be our 4th one. And then here's our last TCG player code before I start giving you guys random skins.
All right, what's the last one? Who's it gonna be?
Naz! Naz will take the last one. Thank you so much. Naz has been lovely and super active and present in the Discord, so big shout out to you.
Yeah,
awesome.
Congratulations to all. I believe that is Valkyrie, V, Happy, Chai, and Nazarene are 5 in there. So make sure, as Q-Pop said, shoot a DM over. Also, I'll be making a massive post a little bit later with all these names. That way, you do get your deserved prize for this giveaway.
Yes. And thank you so much for TCG Player for supporting us. They reached out and just offered their support. So like they were just super active in watching the community, and they really are active and interested in supporting local and startup, I guess. Grassroots, that's the word.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna have 5 more spins. These are gonna be random skins for me. And there's an in-game client thing where you can just like press give friend random skin. So these are just gonna be skins from a minimum of 975 RP. So we'll get the first one going right now.
Let's go.
So this could be like you're gonna get like your mythic radiant whatever skin, or you're gonna get like Shamrock Malphite. Argon will be our
I like that's the one that you grabbed there. I love it.
I don't know, I like Shamrock Malphite. Argon will be our first skin participant or receiver. Yep, that's the words I'm looking for. We'll go for our second. It's been a long day.
It has. You put in a lot of work for this, so.
You did as well.
Okay. It's been a good day.
Ooh,
all right.
Grace, I think, is gonna come up and take that second skin. Congratulations. I'm happy to do this now as well. If you guys want your skins like instantly, if you just add me on Riftbound, I can send them to you so you can see what you can get. So
I'm pretty sure there's a waiting period.
It has to like load. I haven't given a skin before, so
you have to add them, and then I'm pretty sure there's a small waiting period, like of a couple days, because they have to be like, are you really a friend, and did your account get hacked or not? Is the way they're thinking about it.
Okay, well then I'll post.
48 hours. 48 hours.
Yeah,
it's only 2 days. That's not bad.
Okay, well. I will make a post later on with what kind of skins you get. All right, on to the next one, our third skin recipient.
All right. Third winner.
Looks like it's gonna be Shinya. Woo!
Yay, congratulations, Shinya.
All right, this is fourth, I believe?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Fourth spin.
I'm so glad you're able to participate. They were having some internet power issues, and they were made a last-minute adjustment to be able to participate. So definitely thankful you were able to compete. And this is going to be our last skin that we're going to give away. If you didn't win anything, I'm sorry. That's Gamba. So,
yeah.
But I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. So our last one for this evening. I would drum roll, but I don't think my mic will pick that up, so I'm just gonna. Yeah.
If only we could. Last one.
Ooh, it's gonna be Mike or Soul. Getting close, it'll be Mike. Congratulations, I will get that sent to you. Be sure if you did win a skin, shoot me a DM with your Riot ID if we're not friends, so I can get you added and then prove to Riot that we're actually friends, and then I can buy you things because you played. That's gonna be it from me. Unless Orbital, you have anything you would like to say, I'll give a little closing statement. But
yeah. I will say number one, Danny, this was a treat to get to work on. I believe I don't normally do that, but I cold DM'd on, I think it was
yes.
X, and I was like, if I can help out, I'd love to. You gave me a shot, which not many people do, so I truly do appreciate it, and the opportunity to help you set this tournament up. But I want to give a big shout out to all the competitors coming in from the broadcast side. One of the things that I personally always feel bad about is obviously when we stream a tournament, there's only so many games that we can stream and so many people that we can watch. So to all the participants, it's why I said it earlier, is a tournament is made by the participants. And
yes,
the
absolutely.
whole reason that we can do this is you played in the tournament. So I want to say thank you to everyone who did show up. Not only that, to all the subs that stepped up last minute.
Yeah, there was a bunch of things that came up last minute, and people were ready to come in and help no matter what.
Yeah, a lot of players. I know you were busy on that one, Danny, as well. But to all the players that literally like, hey, we had someone drop. Are you cool stepping back in? Are you cool, hopping in last minute? Like, some of these players just stepped in a few minutes ago, a couple hours ago. Not only that, players that obviously in the Riftbound scene that don't play League. League is a hard game.
Yes,
League
there's so many first-time players in this tournament. You'd be shocked. There's so many people. I know Soul, who he's on the wheel right now, but he had never played League, and he was a Dota player, and he put in a ton of hours trying to figure out all the augments, and because you're not only trying to figure out the game mechanics, how to play, but also the augments and how they go together.
Yeah, it is not easy. It is not easy by a mile. So I want to say shout out to everyone that participated and played, because it is not easy stepping into a world that it's a whole different game plan. So shout out to everyone that stepped up. Shout out to all the subs. Shout out to all the players that made this all possible.
Very much so. And for everybody that played, thanks for just being a part of the community. I hope to be able to host more of these, and maybe possibly internationally, since there were some people from Europe and Australia that were interested. So we'll see if I'm able to do a European production of this. But the community doesn't exist without the people in it. Riftbound has been a scene that I've fallen in love with. I have been in professional esports for about 9 years now. I've been through many scenes and communities, and the amount of passion to be present and care in the Riftbound community is unmatched, at least in my opinion so far. We had people like Luke Pixie making emotes for the server. We had people making graphics for their team. We had individual people coming over and making other stuff for people or teaching other friends. And I think that is the core of this community, is being there for each other and helping out, and trying something new and being uncomfortable and experimenting. And I think this was just a lovely send-off that we have in the Unleashed meta going into Vendetta, which is coming out very soon. That's all for me we have tonight. Thank you so much. If you guys want to come in and play some ARAM with these people, feel free to shoot me a message. The server is going to be closed for the tournament portion, but I will keep it open for Riftbound people that just want to play ARAM. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And we will see you possibly at the next one later this year. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.